Hello, everyone. It's Nakamura
How
here.
we doing, y'all?
I don't know if you saw. You know me. I don't read the spoilers. That's like I'm big on that. And all I was getting was like all these vague posts from people that were like, "How do you do it, Red? How do you keep fulfilling your agendas?" And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just fucking him, I guess.
Yeah, in the immortal words of Gundam Tanaka, Fwahaha, it seems God exists for my benefit. In this case, God is, I guess, Nakamura,
Yes,
and
Nakamura
yeah,
exists for my benefit. You know, this never you mind that the series existed for 5 years before I started to read it.
needed those 5 years to incubate. It wouldn't have been
It's
as
true.
good. Or the experience for you wouldn't have been as good as if you had found it right when it was airing or
Facts.
serializing.
It's really nice to have a little bit of binging room when you first find the
Yeah,
series. It really is.
it was very nice of Nakamura.
Oh yeah, the dedication to write a series for a guy who he knows he won't find it at least for at least 5 years. Very very kind of him. Yeah, no, it's I don't even know what to say. Right, needless to say, the pressure is on. Right, because like let me go through the
Mhm.
shows.
Like they're looking at the timeline at the bottom, like, if it's not exactly at
It better
least
be at
three
least
hours,
3 hours.
I'll
I'd
call
be
them
kind of mad at
fucking
myself.
frauds.
So it probably will be based on. So today we'll be discussing this chapter. We'll be
Yeah, so
discussing.
yeah, we made
Yeah.
sure just because we could see the future, we made sure to like put off the volume extra and the spin-off chapter to this chapter, so we would have some insurance in case it just isn't a 3 hour epic just for this one chapter.
That is in fact not what happened. We were just EP last weekend and didn't stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So we'll be discussing the Iku chapter that you see before you. We'll be discussing the volume extras that dropped a week or two ago, and we will be discussing Nano's parents fucking. So
Yeah.
that element specifically. So very much looking forward to it. It's gonna be a long one. Strap your little tukuses in to your little chairs.
Hmm.
Speaking of tukuses, Iku. Yeah. So anyway, here's
Okay,
what
this is also a Rana chapter. Okay, I mean, I know it's
who's
geared
who?
Iku
Who
and
are we
all
talking
that.
about? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Who could ignore someone with such a bosom, such a feminine body, such a middle school age?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's I guess let's just start. God, fucking,
Title perhaps like this, just butt, sweat, and tears.
well, the butt is
Wow.
replacing the blood in this
Yeah.
scenario, I suppose. Oh my god, let's see. Let me go to my notes here.
Yeah,
Okay, so the
for,
first thing I
for
have
my
is
part.
oh yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I was just like, I mean, just from panel one, I'm already in love with this chapter. Like, I mean, I've said it before,
Two
and I'm
girls
sure I'll say
sitting
it again.
talking. That's all I
No,
need.
I'm talking about Rana.
Oh,
Rana has such characterful expression just from fucking panel one. I'm
one
already
eye
like, okay, I'm,
closed,
I'm
my
strapped
beloved.
in. Yeah,
She's
the
focusing.
focus and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that the middle panel where she's like leaning forward, you can see her like face
Ooh.
from like I guess an upper view. Like that's like it's doing it for me. Like a woman singularly focused on one objective. Like, oh man, that's like, God.
Yeah, I agree completely. You know, it's and that as we will come to find out is the kind of theme of this chapter is that
Hmm.
the connection with these two girls is that they're both hardworking, as the editor with his little thing notes right
Yeah.
here in the middle. And it's cool because like I think you had kind of touched on this a bit when we first met Rana, right? Is like it's the whole I'm perceived as lewd thing is an aspect, but clearly her thing is that she's competitive. She's a competitive person.
Hmm.
I'm gonna open my door. Can you say something for a bit? Because I forgot this room
Yes.
gets really hot when I close the door. It's like a perfect seal.
Hmm.
I'll be
Yeah. I
right
mean,
back. Like 5 seconds.
other things that stick out to me is the stack of paper airplanes. I mean, she's doing it just for practice, but I'm reminded of a phase I had as an 11-year-old where I just made paper airplanes like it was my goddamn
Oh,
job. It was. Yeah, I even graduated like these giant paper airplanes made of multiple sheets
whoa.
of paper.
Well, I'm imagining Little Rayos on top of a building with a paper airplane the size of like a
Yeah, it
car.
was a hill. I was on top of a hill, and it was like
No, I'm
the paper
imagining you
airplane
on
was
the
like at
top of like
least
the Empire State
okay.
Building, fucking throwing like
I mean, it would
a
have gone pretty far if I'd
50
been that high
pounds
up.
of paper, and then it like crashes into a car and crushes it.
I mean, they were heavy enough. There was like it felt like there was some weight to this damn thing. And you had to like you had to use both arms to throw it, and it was like Those were like the pentagon shaped airplanes, not these little like dart ones.
I was gonna say, did
Same
they?
thing.
Was there two of them, and did they hit the twin towers?
No, they were. I was. I think I was too young to making jokes like that.
Okay. Let's see. So the first the first note I actually have here is I really enjoy this hard cut for like, you definitely got this, Rado. Boom.
Yeah, I was like, she's going to beat Momiji. Oh, poor thing.
Well, specifically,
Like
I
how like
really well. What I put
yeah.
in my notes is you can hear the fucking harsh cut here. Like if this is like in
Yes.
the anime or a show, you can. I don't know if you've seen like movies where in fact, Obsession has been on my mind recently because it's a really good movie. And in that movie, like the title drop has this really like dreary filled like boom when the title drops, you know. And it's like that's literally what I like heard when I read this. It was just like, you definitely got this. And even like the lighting is like darker, like the sky is
Yeah,
dark,
it's like
the energy is.
I'm sitting there like, oh, her paper airplanes to shred. Like how did the competition go? To shreds, you say. What about her self confidence?
To
Oh, to
shreds, you say.
shreds, you say. It's like, it's like, damn.
God bless Nakamura as well for reminding us that the only way anyone could beat Momiji is if they were truly paper airplane spurgs, you know? So
Right.
it's nice of
Yeah,
him
I
to be
love
like,
that.
Momiji would have been first place, but you know, you have the paper airplane Afile, the son of a paper airplane
a
shop.
a neologism, a new word I did not even would ever have imagined. But yeah,
By the way, I feel like we've seen her before, but their teacher is hot.
no, we have never seen this.
No,
before.
no,
I
no.
saw this. I was really. I mean, maybe.
Do you remember we were
talking?
talking about this when we were talking about like maybe did like Kimari show up in the background at one point? Do you remember? Do you remember that discussion? And there was
That was
an office
yeah, that was
shot.
presumably her. Well, yeah, I'll let you finish.
Why? Well, she looks so familiar to me. Like, was there an office
I mean,
shot?
she
at
looks
some
kind of
point?
like Ritsuko Akagi from Evangelion.
Maybe.
She has like she has like the lab coat thing with like the like turtleneck.
Just let me know if I'm
Like,
cooking
the
or not.
blonde
Okay? She
hair.
looks familiar to me. I just feel like she's been in the background somewhere. But
Maybe,
yeah.
but I don't know. It just feels like a new. I don't know. Like my
My MILF
what do you call it? Like
senses are tingling.
no, I was gonna say my familiarity detector is not going off. It's making
Mm.
me think, okay, this is probably a new character design
But
that
are
we have
your
not
MILF
seen
senses
before.
tingling?
I mean, she might be a mom. I don't know.
Oh, come on. Let's just. She's
I-
got the
she
mole
seems like
under her mouth. That's MILF
No,
indicator.
well, I guess yeah.
number one.
I was treating MILF because I mean it's a series we have literal MILFs in it. So I was being more literal with me, but
I think
she's like an
shoved
older
a
woman.
child out of her. I feel it. Sometimes you can see
I mean,
it in the face.
I'll
The long eyelashes.
defer-
Come on.
I'll defer to the man who had the Ego chapter show up after like lots and lots of
Yep.
I don't know, drought or whatever.
Yeah.
We were fucking Hebrews in the desert for 40 years. And like, you know, we need. I know the way out, and like we've been stuck here for 40 years, but no, you actually were correct. So I'll defer to you on this.
Hear me now, quote me later. Rentaro will deal with this MILF.
But I mean, yeah, that I can see that.
Kurumi, pull him over right now and have him make eye contact with her.
Oh my lord! But
Did
yeah.
we ever find out why she wanted Rana to see her after class? I
No, he
guess
wants
it's
Hara- he
class
wants
president
Kurumi
shit.
to see after- No, he wants Kurumi to see after class because Kurumi is her last name is Haraka.
Oh, Harajuku.
I
I'm
guess
so
I guess
bad at the
she ate
fucking
the
last
fucking
names.
paper airplane.
That's our next stream, by the way. Remember how? So for new viewers, long time ago, we did a stream where the whole vibe was like we couldn't end the stream until I memorized all of their names. If you go back and watch our first handful of reviews, I had nicknames for all of them. Even like Hikari, I was calling her Pinky.
Yeah, I was
Hungry
crazy.
Girl, Pinky, fucking Tsundere Girl. It was crazy. So I have all their first names, or I don't know. I always get mixed up with Japanese. I think it's time. I think I need to evolve and memorize their full names now. Because I
maybe.
dead ass thought she was talking about Rana.
You know, Rana's last name is Fushida. Yeah.
Then what did Kurumi mean by you have a chance at the run back already?
I mean, oh, wait, she's talking about the first part of Miss Teacher Son's speech bubble where she's like, "Looks like you all worked really hard, didn't you? Why don't we do this
okay.
next month?"
Gotcha. All right. That
And
was a
he's just
stupid note.
ignoring the part where the teacher is specifically talking to her, I guess.
Okay, so now that I know that she's talking, again, I feel stupid. No need to fucking slam me in the comments. Okay, I'm already self-whipping right now. Now that I know that she's like asking Karumi to see her, it really is like that moment in iCarly where it's like, Gibby, your answer was so wrong. In fact, that we're sending you to get tested.
I love how it's just like it's like in big text too. Like I don't know, somehow she said the first part like normal, but in the second part she's like he said like point 15 font or whatever.
Decibel. It's like in Tamagotchi Life where you tell your me that you need to you have a loud voice, and then it's just like fucking bass boosted and fucking like it's crispy crunchy audio. I must say,
you're gonna have to,
go ahead, please.
yeah, they're gonna this teach Karumi how to do the Pentagon airplanes like I did.
She'll find some kind of
yeah,
food
about
that's
about
shaped like
like that will hopefully not remind her of any food. And before someone brings out like, no, this is a Pentagon shaped food.
She ate the Pentagon. Wake up! She ate the Pentagon.
Oh shit.
So okay, so that brings such imagery to mind, right? So like truly that means that like Karumi goes up, it's her turn to throw the airplane, she throws it, and then like in midair she's like whoa, and then like catches it with her mouth.
You get like a dog. I was imagining more like, she goes up to the plate, she's about to throw up, and he's like, he looks just like a squid. And
Either
like,
way, it's funny.
Yeah, yeah, because actually, if flying through the air would look more like a living thing. So
yeah,
it makes sense. Her predator instinct got activated.
I just love the idea that like what this kind of confirms or implies is that this teacher, Karumi, and undoubtedly Karumi's parents are in like a constant like I don't know conversation about like their daughter. Like, hey, so your daughter is still having these weird outbursts where she just puts shit into her mouth.
Like, we're sorry. Bowing.
Oh, how embarrassing.
But yeah, actually, going back to the Momiji being in fourth place, I mean that basically is
first place.
I basically called that.
Oh,
wait.
Well,
yeah,
I thought you were going to say it's
place,
basically first place since they were competing against like paper airplanophiles.
Oh well, no. I was gonna return back to my like original like I guess I don't know, typecasting of her as like someone who was like they're really good at when they try anything they're really decent at it, but then people who actually specialize in training they end up beating her out. It's like what is it that whole like talent. Like hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard type shit.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's just like I mentioned this in that initial Rana chapter. I had a friend who would ace everything. I mean, literally just easy A's, easy fucking tests, like high test scores. But then he dropped out in senior year. He like literally had to go get a GED later just because he didn't like it. So yeah, no, Momiji strikes me as like a consistent A-minuser, consistent B-pluser, but it's like the least effort A- anyone's ever had to do in their life.
Yeah. So I'm sure that makes it hurt even more for Rana when she sees like, yeah, you actually can beat this monster. We have to be good enough, and she wasn't good enough.
Well, it probably hurts even more for Rana, I think she mentions this in this chapter, right? It's like she is aware that like I'm trying 100%, whereas Momoji's not trying at all. Well, that's not true because Momiji does say, because Karumi's like, oh, well, why not just let her win? And Momoji's like, nah, I gotta get it.
I think it's more accurate to say Momiji is not holding back at all.
But you're right. Momoji's not doing any prep work. Momiji is Superman and Rana is Batman in this scenario.
Yeah, it's like it would hurt less if Momiji actually was just first place, because that means like no one is beating her. But I mean, when you have proof that other people are beating her, I'm just not good enough to be one of those people. Like that's.
Yeah, it really is. Their dynamic is very like what Kishimoto was going for with like Rock Lee in Naruto, where there was a heavy theming of like hard work versus natural talent in Naruto, and then ironically Naruto was like the child of prophecy, and he ruined his entire theming in Shippuden. So
we're finding out that Rana does not have any ninjutsu. She has no Kanojo jutsu. He's just a regular human.
That literally is, and as Iku points out later in the chapter, that makes Rana even more impressive because like you don't have this natural Spurg talent that Moji has. Like and later, by the way,
just like Gaara putting a chink, or Rock Lee putting a chink in Gaara's armor. That's gonna be you, Rana, one day if you keep working hard and wearing like start wearing freaking weighted.
You will deprive her of your supple
yeah.
breasts for 1 day of the year, and then Momiji...
Yeah, honestly, that's the nuclear option. If he pulls that on Momiji, she would. I mean, she probably doesn't know this, but Momiji almost lost her goddamn mind because she can grope things. That would be a pretty easy way to like throw her off her game.
Oh well, I'm saying like not even
wouldn't
just her being like,
use
no,
that.
you can't do it, but like just winning. Like she beats Momiji, and then
Oh
Momiji
yeah, actually,
can't
that would
grope,
that
and
would
then
be what
she's like,
hurts her the
what?
most.
What?
I don't even care about losing, but the fact that I can't grope your supple breast, that's even worse.
Oh shit! There will be a chapter. Mark my fucking words. There will be a chapter where Rana beats Momiji for the first time, and it like blows Momoji's mind, and then for the first time in her life, she's compelled to try. Because that's what motivates her to actually put in effort.
And she will have created a fucking monster by the end of the chapter. Be like, now it's even harder to beat her. I thought it was hard before, but look, it's insane.
Momoji starts getting like straight A. Momoji gets oh my! I know they're in like high school and in middle school and shit, but it'd be like Momoji will start to be like better at tests than like Nano, and they'll be like, how? She'll be like, you know how?
Oh my lord!
You know what I want, and you will not deprive me of it again.
I mean, honestly, yeah, that just like they say, certain animals are very food motivated. I mean, Momiji is very grope motivated. So just threaten that, and she will rise to meet the occasion.
I put in my notes, where is it? Serious Momiji, be still my beating heart. Page 5. And he always undercuts it because I feel like he feels like he needs to. I think, but like anytime Momiji has like this serious look on her, I really do like it. It's the gap boy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little late comment to make, but I think it's pretty obvious that we're kind of in a new era of the anime's or manga's art style.
Yes.
I mean, this shot of Momiji really made me realize, oh my god, yeah, we're in this era of the art style.
Analyze it. What's different? What's changed?
I mean, just Momiji usually. I mean, in general, the GFs tend not to look like this, but I mean, even Momiji kind of had a specific character shape language here that's been noticeably changed, I guess. I mean, maybe it's also just that she got hit with the character like
simplification
character right? no like more like because of Rana's instruction, he got hit with like the characterization like boomerang or whatever, I don't know. So
I think we're seeing a lot of like, Momiji being drawn seriously, right? Is what it is.
Yeah,
because of
actually I have to compare it to what the only other meaningfully serious chapter she had were
Carpal Tunnel chapter.
Yes, and see how he was drawn then. But I mean, yeah, this feels like the kind of face you would never have seen in previous eras of. Well, the Momiji face we would have never seen in previous eras of the manga's art style.
Do you want me to go back and take a look at the Carpal Tunnel chapter?
Yeah, actually, let's do that. I mean, the main reason I didn't do it is I don't even know when.
190.
Chapter 7. Oh damn, 60 chapters.
It was one of the earlier chapters we reviewed. I want to grope, and I will
grope days. I mean, yeah, like right on page 1, we get a serious face of her, and that looks very different from. I don't know. I mean, it looks more that era of the manga.
No, I agree with you. I don't know how to put it in words, though, is the thing.
Yeah, my artistic skills are not that level.
Losing her fucking hair, actually. God, dude.
Oh my lord.
Oh,
yeah, I'm looking at page 6 where she's about to like.
So hot to me, by the way.
Where was that?
Oh, page 9.
Damn.
It's so hot to me.
Or rather, her attempting to grope her ass.
Well, yeah, they had to fucking Mr. President her, and then Rentero's
Oh my
hair.
lord, yeah, okay, damn. Like, look at her face. Like, forget her ass. Look at her face.
Oh yeah,
like,
this is the most pain we've ever seen her in.
And then we realized Rentaro is, no matter how much pain Luigi's been going through, no matter how much hair has been falling out, Rentaro has lost even more hair.
I have to say, like, I'm trying to put into words why this is so hot to me. Like, there's something weirdly like cannibalistic about this. Like, it's like
auto cannibalism.
Because it's like
gropabilism.
She is a woman who loves woman squish, and she's like, there's a moment of desperation where she's like, "Fuck it, I'm a woman too. My ass is squishy. I have estrogen." I love that shit so much. It's like a level of desperation she's never hit before, where she's like it really is like someone like in One Piece when Sanji's fucking guardian Zeph cuts his own leg off to eat it, which obviously, if you know anything about science, that would cost your body more energy than it would give.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's like a level of desperation that's like out there, right? For Momiji. It really, you feel the intensity.
That really was like a starvation for her.
Her hair is falling out, dude. That's so intense. Like, hair falling out is one of the most like obvious like signs of like there's something wrong with you, like you are like actually dying. But yeah, I'm looking for some more serious faces. I see what you mean.
Yes, in dear audience, do you see what we mean? Comment down below.
Right, back we go. Let's see. I also I would be remiss to not mention Kurumi's paper airplane with the little drool mark on it. Very cute.
Oh yeah.
There's something very like, because she's such a serious girl, you know, who takes herself very seriously. She doesn't want she would be like the least likely to pull like a Kishika, like, ooh, I'm being baby girl, you know, but like, and then again, when she gets into these modes, it's a little baby, right? It's a little infantile.
Food states.
And
these food states.
I mean, like, you could get away with a lot around Kurumi if you had like whatever food she was in.
Yeah.
It
would be like a supermarket, basically. The cravings this girl can have are unpredictable unless you are Rentaro.
Did you ever have that thing where like you're shopping with your parents, because there's certain things that you can just grab, and that, like a donut, for example, and you can like eat it before you actually pay for it? Is this a memory for you?
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I know of that, but I'm trying to remember.
So, you know,
because knowing my parents, we would have been like, "Don't do that, don't do that." And, you know, it's gonna be, you're stealing, and then you're gonna like get in trouble. It's like, oh god, I don't want to go to jail.
The way my mom would have handled it would be, you know, we would eat the donut, and then we would just go up there and like you could type in the number for it or whatever, you know, and we'd still pay for it, but we would eat it in the store because we were fat. And like, donut, I don't want to hold this the whole time, I just want to eat it. So I'm just imagining like Kurumi going up to one of those donut cases. They're just like, it's just rinsed, like just cleared. It's just like, oh, Kurumi, how many fucking donuts was that? I have to pay for all of these now.
Yeah, sorry, it was the whole store's inventory. I was kind of craving that, you know.
Oh, Jesus. All right, cool. Let's see what else I got.
But yes, yeah, I mean, you know, page 4 when Kurumi is trying to break through to Momiji, it's like, that was cool. It's like, I'm just look at how defeated Ron is. Like is that ringing any bells, Momiji? Like, you know, any brain cells banging together in that head of yours is like,
you know, I'm torn, because on the one hand, I see Kurumi's point where it's just like, please give this girl a W. She's tying the noose as we speak, but also I know from experience, right? When I grew up, I had a lot of like spurgy little like temper tantrums. And my mom got into the habit of asking people to like, just like this, like, hey, can you just let him win like one or whatever? And when I caught wind of that, it fucking pissed me off.
It is different when someone else asks the person to do it than if they choose to do it themselves, like of their own free volition or whatever. But I mean, still, it depends, because like,
well, no, just to clarify, I was never like, please let me win. I just wanted to win. My mom would ask people on my behalf to let me win when I was like an elementary schooler. Oh my God, So like, it pissed me the fuck off, and every single time I had like a birthday party, I had to be like, Mom, do not tell people to let me win. That shit is fucking cringe. So like, I mean, like, I'll be honest, I think if Rana caught wind that Momiji let her win, that would piss her off and probably make her feel even worse. So I do get where Momoji's coming from, but then of course it's undercut with like, and I gotta fucking feel that rack.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, Kurumi's line was reminding me of this storyline from a currently airing anime. You know, young ladies, do not play fighting games, in which a young lady play fighting games. Yeah, but yeah, she got so good at it that basically no one around her wanted to fight her, and it's like there was simply no chance of winning, which left her, you know, alone and unfulfilled at the top of the proverbial mountain.
The Saitama of fighting games.
Like, does that ring any bells, Momiji? Like, you know, that could happen to you, Momiji. Like, it's like, you know, because, you know, sometimes you gotta give people a little bit of hope. You know, let them feel like they're not wasting their time.
Well, that's why Momiji doesn't try at all. If Momiji tried, she would be
oh my god, yeah. That's fucked up. Like, yeah, I mean, like, that's like, Rana, I'm giving you, that's me giving you a handicap. I'm not trying. Like, if I were trying, you wouldn't even I would have been in like 0th place, you know?
Oh, dude, if I was trying, I wouldn't be at this school. They would have sent me to like Professor Xavier's School for Gifted Children. I'd be an X-Men right now.
God.
Oh my god. What kind of grope-based power would X-Men Momoji have?
I mean, they'd probably be like spectral hands, and you could use the grope things from.
And she like
from
crushes you to
farther
death while
away.
like orgasming? That would be fucking amazing.
Oh
She's
my-
just it's
Yeah, the villain
oh!
Momiji.
Oh, and she's
evil
like feeling
Momiji
your
be like-
bones crack, and she's like, oh!
Just feeling like I can only feel once in your life.
That's hot, actually.
Yeah, actually, kind of, yeah.
Woo! God, I'm
Evil
dapping
women
you up, Reyes.
with an evil obsession, be like,
There will come a day where Reyes and I live closer together. I'm feeling it. I believe it. Okay. If this becomes a viable career, we're gonna move together, or at least like on the same
cause
street.
Minnesota and Michigan to come closer
Mm-hmm.
together.
Well, I think it'd be really cool in a world where this was somehow like financially viable to like get together in the same room and do these reviews, and then we could dap in person. That's the whole reason I want to, really.
You know, so a lot of commitment just to dap every now and again.
Do you understand the ache that I feel in my heart when you fucking have a dappable comment and I can't dap you?
You know, just gotta do the pantomiming of a dapping. Like,
It's not the same. All right, let's see here. I really enjoy seeing Iku have like normal human moments. I believe the last time we saw Iku having normal human moments was the Hasua focus chapter with her, Yamame, Iku. And they were walking around.
I mean, that was more like a tease, given what happened to her at the end of the chapter. It's like,
Well, a true good
compared to this, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, well, a true good piece of Iku characterization has both, right? You can't throw out Iku's love of
True.
masochism; it's part of her character.
Yeah, it's a blend.
In a world,
Beautiful blend.
exactly. In a world where Nakamura characterized her properly, you would get both in nice balance, and people wouldn't hate it as much because it wouldn't be you wouldn't be sick of the flavor. You know what I mean? So, what I want to talk about here was let's see. Talk about the fact that off screen, Iku has many moments where she acts normal. It's just that we don't see them, and we're seeing them here, right? So this is something that people I think don't realize enough, is that there is so much shit happening off screen in this series. You know what I mean?
It's true.
There are so many interactions with Iku every day where she's just able to, because like my thing is passing the meet the parents test, right? If you imagine a scenario like this, where two girls are in the hall and they're talking to each other, imagine it with Iku and imagine it with Sue, for example. Like, Sue off screen, you can kind of imagine that she would still be her spurgy self, still be talking about numbers, blah, blah, blah. But Iku off screen, like, we've seen enough from Iku that she has the capacity to, like, okay, I'm in this fucking hallway right now. The case in point, she didn't say, stick your ass out now. I'll do it right here. She said, let's go to the fucking baseball. There's a
She
time
doesn't
and a
have
place.
her bat on her.
Yeah.
Unless he's got a collapsible bat in that satchel of hers.
No, it's, you know where she's storing that bat.
No, it's true. like a sword eater, but she's storing up her ass.
No, I mean, Iku is someone who knows that there's a time and a place. And it's just that, like, the rooftop is a safe space for her, I think. Like it is for everyone. Let me see here.
I think also it's part of it is just that she, like, you know, despite the endless jabs and japes from the community, she does understand the difference between pain and suffering. Because, like, when she saw that look in Rana's eyes, she's like, oh, well, this is not just, you know, oh, I lost and I'm kind of feeling down about it. No, this is like, I am having a psychological episode, and, you know, maybe I should be like, maybe I just need to be talked to. You know?
I think in a way she's also seeing someone who reminds her of how she was before she had kind of her, like, spiritual awakening.
That's true, yeah.
So I think a lot to something that someone in the Discord said at one point was, and it really struck a nerve with me, and I talk a lot about it in the Iku essay that I do, which I will honestly advertise here, because if you want my thoughts on Iku in like a much more detailed, long form way, sorry, I'm gooping, bro. I got some fucking allergies or some shit.
I'm also trying. I'm also needing to clear my throat every other minute.
I know. Okay, there's some shit in the air then. Fantastic.
Yeah. Minnesota and Michigan.
right here on my personal channel, which I believe is linked on our actual channel as well. Iku Suto essay. Um, give it a watch if you're interested in my deeper thoughts, but I will try to
If you
pantomime
do
some of
watch
the
it,
points here.
put a baseball bat emoji in the comments.
If you watch it, put a baseball bat emoji in these comments over here on Iku.
Yes.
Anyway, so what was I gonna say? I gotta remember. Give me a sec. What was I saying again, Reyes? Help me.
So, well, talking about Iku and her
Oh
ability,
yes, okay, got
her
it.
ability in normal human being
So
to
someone
recognize
said,
situations. Yeah.
someone made the point like, oh, her brother really ruined her. Her brother
Damn.
fucked up her life. Blah blah blah. And that's not true at all. That's what her brother thinks. But like in my mind, and I would argue in Iku's mind as well, Iku is like really happy that that moment happened. In the same way that I look back at certain moments in my life and think like, oh, that moment there, this moment where my close friend Deanna was like telling me about like trans stuff, and I didn't really get it, but I had a lot of feelings for Deanna, and she kind of made it really clear to me that like the thoughts that I had on trans stuff was not okay, and if I continued to have thoughts like that, she wouldn't hang out with me anymore. And I think back to that moment, and it's like, oh, if she didn't say that, if she didn't give me that proper push like a friend should, I could be a worse person today. I really like what her brother did for her because it was a good lesson. She took it a little far, but it made her into someone who, if you look at who Iku was before that moment, she was someone who gave up way too easily. She was someone who literally was, and yeah, she was a child. And I say this in the essay too. You're allowed to be a little pathetic when you're a child, but like,
Right.
you as someone who grew up, me, where my mom did a lot of shit for me, tied my shoes for me because I had a hard time with like, you know, minute hand stuff. I still do, by the way. Case in point, I still have a hard time tying my shoes. I just keep them tied and then slip my feet in and out. And that's
Yeah.
because
Same here.
rather than my
Well, I
mom
mean, I
making
do
me
that.
do it, she just did it for me my whole childhood, right? So I actually think that Iku is looking at Rana here and is like, she needs to have kind of the realization that I had, which is like, you I don't know, the discovering the joy of pushing yourself past your limits. A key point in this chapter is that Rana said, I literally did try my absolute hardest here and I still lost. What Iku teaches her in this chapter is your absolute hardest is a cap that is always evolving. There is no permanent
Yeah.
absolute hardest. You can beat yourself, literally and metaphorically, right?
Yes.
Isn't that's kind of like gorgeous Hunter x Hunter style writing right there? Like that's fucking genius. You're
I mean,
beating.
that's what Nakamura does when he decides to like dab on not even the haters, even the lovers. He's like, yeah, I can just casually throw out incredibly deep and meaningful, life lessons or like just commentary. But most of the time I choose to be a goofy, silly, manga writer. It's like,
This is something that I really like from Nakamura because like he's giving it. This is and yes, it's a good Rana chapter too, but this is a really good like character focus chapter for Iku. It's a good character study chapter for Iku. And this is why I want everyone to please go and watch that Iku essay because like a lot of what I say in there is kind of coming to fruition here. Because Iku, one of the things I say in that essay is like Iku's this pain thing for her is like a way for her to prove to herself that she can do anything. It is like a mental health boon for her. If she's feeling bad, she says, okay, what was my last record? Like 2,000 butt smacks? I'm gonna get fucking 2001, and then I know that I can overcome anything because I just improved from what I did before. I'm really partial to these kind of stories, right? I think to like Celeste, my favorite video game of all time, it literally just starts with someone who's in a really, really bad place mentally, and she says, fuck it, I'm gonna climb this mountain to prove to myself that I can do anything. And either I'm gonna climb this mountain or I'll die trying. And like that was, I mean, it was like essentially like a metaphor for suicide, right? She was willing to either climb the mountain and feel better about herself at the end or die trying. And like Iku is that every day, but like not as extreme, obviously.
yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and you can speak for a little bit.
I mean, I don't think I have anything that profound to add to it. But I mean, I was just, I mean, going a little bit back to the Momiji. I guess I mean it's like it's kind of funny how we're basically getting to see it. He's kind of like the hard ass coach who's just like glibly watching their pupils like slowly lose all hope in their ability while just claiming, yeah, they'll work through it on their own. Like like I don't know, Rana's over here like this is the only thing she has, the only barrier keeping this psychological annihilator of her insecurities about her body at bay. When we just like, she'll sink or swim, she'll figure something out on her own. And if she doesn't, I don't even believe. I believe in her. I know she's gonna make it. Like Momiji, she's like drowning in the ocean. Like she's like the bubbles are starting to like fizz out, and she's like, oh no, she's
Oh
just
yeah. Momoji
biding her
would
time.
not
You know,
be
it's
the
like
one to like reach out to you. Momoji is
yeah,
not, she's like a good person, but she's not gonna like see the signs. Like someone will be
yes.
like, like God, I just don't know if I even have the energy to wake up in the mornings, and I don't think I want to. I don't think don't come to school tomorrow type shit. And then she'll be like, I don't know what that means, but I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, she'd be her daughter is like drowning in the pool, and you're like, no, don't worry, that's me and Rentaro's kid. She'll figure something out. Like, believe me.
You know that meme where it's like, I think it was like a Facebook comment or something, and it's like, "What's her fuck is drowning in the background? This isn't about her." You seen that meme?
Yes. Oh my lord, yeah. Yeah, when he's recounting some incredible grope that she just experienced, and Rana's in the background just slowly falling apart at the seams. Like, this isn't about her. I mean,
Some incredible.
I know that girl. She's too. I groped her all my life. She's too like.
Yeah. She's built
put
like a
together
shit brick house. Okay, she ain't
Yeah.
gonna go down.
Yeah, not that easily.
Momoji'd be the type of person to be like, how could she be sad? Look at the tits on her. If I had those kind
You
of
can
tits,
just grope those things anytime you want.
Yeah, I do like to stay away from self cannibalism, but in dire moments where your hair's falling out, like I'm with it.
Yeah, I don't get it. But she's experiencing incredible distress. So just like when I do, to grope yourself, it's like what's the problem?
Yeah, potent jubilation.
Yeah.
There was an old I think it was like, you know how Game Grumps does the 10-minute power hours?
Mm-hmm.
They had one that was titled something like experiencing potent jubilation. And it's like burnt into my brain. Okay. Let's see. I really like, to kind of piggyback off of what I was saying earlier, and while you were talking, I was fucking shoveling almonds down my throat because every morning, this is why I fuck with Karumi, by the way. I have like food sensitivities and like stomach problems, so like I can never tell how much I'm supposed to eat, because if I eat too much I'll feel like shit. If I don't eat enough I'll feel like shit. So this morning I had like a health slop shake and it wasn't enough, and I was feeling like I was starting to shake and sweat and I couldn't like think properly, so I just shoveled down like 3 fistfuls of almonds while you were talking to hopefully like get my fucking neurons activating.
Hopefully that'll do the job.
It seems like I'm already feeling a little better. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I really like the line from Iku where she's like, well, it would cheer me up. And like, I mean, it's funny, but it's also so profound. Like, Iku, to me, the fact that she doesn't see anything weird with this, genuinely, there is no self-awareness at all that this is weird, is like proof that this to her is like, I don't know, it's like a profound way of living your life. Like, she doesn't see this as like a thing that she has to like hide or be secretive about. I mean, I guess she's aware that like her brother would be weirded out by it, because like I don't know, but like
she realizes something that you don't bring up just apropos of nothing.
I guess probably in her head it's like
contextual reason. Yeah,
normies don't understand. Like,
yeah,
I've really cracked the code in life.
Yeah, she's like, I got this special thing I do when I need a little pick me up. I don't share with just anyone. Like. So only people who are close enough.
There's a movie that I watched recently, and everyone's gonna be like, I talked about this before, I think, and I know that this is like a very famous movie, so people are gonna be like, are you kidding me? You just saw this movie? Yes. Okay. Fight Club, very, very good movie.
No,
have you
I've never seen Fight Club.
Oh, thank God, Reyes is more dweebish than me here.
What?
That's I've
heard
really
about
famous,
it.
Really, really good movie. Well, see, you hear the title and you assume it'll be stupid and ass. Like, I thought it was just going to be bros fighting, but it's bros fighting with, like, political intrigue.
So wait, you didn't know anything about
No, I knew
before you started
nothing
watching it?
because I don't watch
Oh,
fucking
damn.
video essays about movies I haven't watched
Damn.
because I want to watch the movie.
Oh yeah, I guess Mr. Hardliner anti-spoiler guy. I guess that would make sense.
Freaking, I will bring up shit to Reyes, like, Reyes, this fucking movie is like super, super good. You should watch it. And he's like, well, I have already watched 4 separate 3-hour video essays about that movie. And I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, I watched more video essays than there was runtime of the movie type.
Literally, it pisses me off.
I don't know. It's just usually I need a lot of what's the word? I mean, I guess as I've gotten older, I've gotten more stingy with my time. It's like is this something?
No, I have
worth?
2.
Like, I mean, it's not enough for just be a good story. It's gotta be something that like I would personally find interesting and enjoyable, and that's more than just being a well done story. There's more well done stories after than there is time to watch on the planet. So
No,
like
Fight Club was genuinely incredible. And I'm bringing it up because it's actually kind of similar to Iku's mentality here. In Fight Club, you have 2 men. That's actually 1 man, but you know, spoiler. And there's a guy, and he's just feeling a lot of like discontent with life, society, the way the world is. Very similar to how like Death Note opens, where Light Yagami's like, I fucking hate this world. But what I like about Fight Club too is it's also kind of tackles like how we use consumerism to try to feel something in life. So there's like there's a really good scene in that movie where he's like going through, like the camera's panning through his apartment, and it's showing all this like expensive, like, I don't even remember if it was expensive or just shitty. I don't even remember. It's like all this IKEA furniture.
probably both.
Yeah, expensive, shitty IKEA furniture. And it's like showing the price tags and all these, and he's like, these pieces of furniture are me. They define me. It
really was this classic '90s era kind of like that type of movie, you know, like American Psycho.
Oh yeah, we were allowed to
style
have commentary about like the problems with America, but then 9/11 happened, and then we're not allowed. Well, after
9/11, you're either with us or against us, and even the slightest amount of critique or like, you know, maybe things could be better is like immediately, oh, you're a fucking lefty lunatic.
You fight? Are you with the jihads?
Yeah,
keep talking like that. You're gonna fly another plane into a building, huh? Lord have mercy. Do you remember when Mamdani won, where someone said clearly America's forgotten? You're supposed to never forget. Did you see? You remember when someone said that?
I did not see that particular.
It was one of the right wing influencers. Unreal. Mm-hmm. Anyway, point being, in Fight Club, this guy is just like at the end of his rope with life. You know, he has a good job, he has money, but he just feels nothing. He's numb. And it talks about how like he's buying useless shit to try to feel something, but he's numb. And then so the movie starts out where he starts going to these like rehab clubs, like Alcoholics Anonymous. You know, he starts going to like these meetings of people that have like cancer and they're gonna die soon, and he's pretending like he has all these things, and then people are like hugging him and like he's crying into their arms, but not about that. He's just to get a good cry about like life, and he's like, wow, for the first time in my life, I felt something. It really is one of those like men would do anything rather than go to therapy movies,
right? They'll even go to therapy to not go to therapy.
Yes.
They'll go to the wrong therapy.
Well, because it's not gay if you go if you're lying and scheming. Yeah. Anyway, exploiting. So he does all that, and then something ruins it, and then he forms this club with a bunch of other dudes where they just beat the fuck out of each other in like the basement of a bar, and they call it Fight Club, and like it's so weird and stupid unless you think about it for a second, where like for whatever reason they just it's kind of Anne Primmy in a way, which is an ideology where people think that like the beginning of downfall of man was when we started to like industrialize,
otherwise known as anarcho-primitivism for people who don't know all their political acronyms and whatnot.
Yeah, there's like a subsect of people who feel like you truly come alive when you just kind of go like monkey mode, right? Another example I put in my notes.
Yeah, I mean, that's a goofy way of phrasing, but I've definitely what's the word? Not seriously, but I definitely thought like, oh my god, it does seem like we kind of fucked up when we did this whole civilization thing. Like before that, there was none of this specific breed of hierarchical oppression and whatnot, because people couldn't do it. They didn't have enough material to like oppress each other. They were so busy trying not to die, which is like not great.
Modern
But
day
definitely,
society
like,
is really complex because you get things like really, really good medical care, and like I can literally drive 5 minutes and get really high quality food.
well, I
But
mean, no, not even that, because like it's literally just the invention of civilization. So like even 10,000 years ago, we were still dealing with this a lot of the same class
I see what you mean. So you're saying like go back to
oppressions.
like living in caves, being in our
But
tribes
yeah,
and shit.
that's
Yeah.
I'm saying like there there's some sympathy to the anarcho-primitivism people, because I mean yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
if you're just if you're just learning about all this shit, then you might just go like, oh my god, yeah, we kind of fucked up when we did this whole living in urban society shit. Like it was before that we couldn't have these unjustified class hierarchies.
Well, just to
Then it's like
clarify.
okay, but there's probably I mean, like the solution is probably not
Yeah.
just throw the baby out with the bathwater and go back to living like fucking like animals in the in the wilderness. Like
Yeah,
that's probably not
one
gonna
would
work.
hope that we could mix a society where we can like cure fucking
Yes.
the Black Plague and also not have unjust hierarchies, right? But
Yeah.
either way, right? There's a kind of a thing in that movie Fight Club where these guys are they just feel alive. Like it's silly, it's stupid. They're knocking their teeth out. This guy is like bruised and bloody and like injured, but he's like happier than he's ever been. And there's just something where he's just able to just like not even. He throws away his inhibitions. He throws away his fears. There's even a part where he confronts his boss at work and he's like, "I want you to let me go with like a year's pay." And he's like, "Why would I fucking do that?" And then he starts to beat the fuck out of himself because he's not scared of violence anymore. He like beats the shit out of himself in his office. Keep in mind this is the 90s, so like supposedly no security cameras in this particular room. He beats the fuck out of himself and then he like calls security and he's like, "He just beat the shit out of me." And because like who wouldn't believe that? Because like who would beat the fuck? And he beat the fuck out of himself like bad. He's like he throws himself into like a glass fucking shelf and he's just glass sticking out of him and shit. Either way, right? He almost like unlocks this like new way of living life. It's a movie where it feels like he's like escaped the shackles of society, right? It's if you've ever heard that meme where it's like, don't you just want to go ape shit? Don't you just want to go crazy? It like appeals to that. Another example I wrote down in my notes was there was a trend in like early millennial internet that I remember very fondly called shower orange. Do you remember the shower orange trend?
Fuck.
Oh, fantastic. So
We need some backstory on this.
Rhett and Link did it on Good Mythical Morning. That's why I remember it. So the idea is, and it's kind of like a Fight Club light, right? It's this like ability to fully go monkey mode and just like release your constraints because you're so used to being like proper. So the idea is you go into a shower and in the shower you eat an orange, but you eat it like a freak. you fucking rip it open. You eat it where the juices are flowing down your face. You just
Like blood.
and then you throw the peel on the ground and it's literally the whole idea is it's just like it just allows you to be like a little freak for a second. And it's like awakens something within you.
It's so funny when I see people act as like how to phrase it, like they've mistaken having any sort of structure at all for as like, any scripts or like things as a problem. So when they think like, well, then the solution is to throw them all away. But then ironically, they end up just making new scripts. Like that orange thing you mentioned, that's just like a restraint in itself. Like I don't know, like I mean, unless
The
unless
idea
you're, like,
is that you
purposely-
can eat because normally when you eat an orange you're kind of trying to eat it slowly because otherwise the juices will flow down your face. But if you do it in the shower, you don't have to worry about getting dirty. There's something freeing about that.
Yeah, but even that, I mean, the worrying. Now I'm starting to. I'm trying to be like contrarian or whatever.
Well, again, the point is that there's a lot to be said about this idea of like breaking free of constraints and it makes you feel alive. At the end of the day, we are monkeys that evolved into human beings. There's still like an animalisticness deep within us, but society has like made us push it down. And to clarify, the correct answer here is a nice mix of both, right? It doesn't mean like none of us here think we should go back to living in caves, but like I fuck with Iku because Iku has this like thing down pat where she, I think there's a lot of elements to like what she does with the ass paddling and the pain. There's like a mental element where, as she says in this chapter, it makes her feel powerful. In the same way that I've been reading through Witch Hat Atelier, and one of the characters is super into clothing, and she talks about how like wearing different clothes in its own way is like it's a magic of its own, because it makes you can feel more confident. You can feel like this character or this character. It can take someone with no confidence and give them confidence. For me, I view Iku's pain thing as like her version of that. If she wakes up in the morning, runs so hard that her legs feel like jelly, and then like fucking benches fucking 550 and like her arms almost snap, but she gets through it, and then she goes through that whole day now thinking I can do anything. I like to headcanon that Iku internally has a lot of self-confidence issues, but she pushes through them with this physicality stuff that she does.
I mean, there's evidence in that with the whole skipped, focus chapter where you're like, damn, why am I such a guy type shit?
And there's evidence of that with this fucking chapter here, because she's seeing Rana, who I think in Iku's mind is a reflection of how she used to be. Because if you go back to Iku's volume side story, she as like a little kid was like, oh, this hurts, it sucks, I don't want to do this, which is like, was me as a kid. And so to me, Iku has just like cracked the code of the universe a bit, and there's something kind of beautiful about it. It really does remind me of Fight Club, because one of the things in Fight Club, when he's giving orders to himself because he thinks it's two people, but he actually has split personality disorder. Really interesting movie. One of the things that he tells himself to do is like, you need to go out and start a fight with a random person. You need to not be afraid of pain, not be afraid of punishment. And so like Iku getting rid of that fear is like, as you see in Fight Club, is such a like a limiter or it like takes your limiter off in life. If you're not scared of pain. And again, it's not good all the way, right? Because you can also point to a lesson in One Piece when they're fighting Oars at Thriller Bark. If you're not scared of pain, then you're gonna actually fucking hurt your body, right? You have to have a healthy balance. But for Iku to not be scared of pain for the most part, it's actually like a huge. I mean, look at what she's able to accomplish because of that, right? So I don't know. I fuck with Iku's mentality, and it's really really nice to see it like explored in a way that maybe people that weren't willing to dive as deep into the subtext as I was can see here. Good. Or I can keep going.
My contribution, assuming we're still on page 7.
Yeah, I mean, we can jump around though, brother. Like,
Okay.
let's be like Iku and not restrict ourselves.
Damn. Well, I mean, I was gonna try and come up with some backwards way of saying, well, jumping all around, that's also a kind of restriction. But anyway,
Shut the fuck up.
my contribution
is Owuga Rana in the baseball.
Yes,
outfit.
I was like, Rana looks
bark,
fucking incredible. We need to have another baseball match between like the newest GFs, because I want to see them all in their baseball suits. They would look fucking incredible.
I have a couple things to say about this. Okay, one, let's go to page fucking 8. Rewired my neurons. So when they're sitting there, Nozawa does such an incredible job at like differentiating their body types here. Look at just the hips, like the legs to hips to thighs here. Look at Iku's very masculine, like legs to hips to thighs, and then look at how Rana's is like very stereotypically feminine. And it's insane.
I can imagine someone who doesn't know IG's character is mistaking Iku for just a very feminine guy.
I really like. To me, because as someone who is like a tomboy fucking preacher over here, I go door to door just to make sure you like tomboys. I really like. Well, let's see. How did I word this? I put. Give me a sec. Yeah, I just put. I really like the way Nozawa drew Iku's lower body here. You can see the feminine hips and thighs versus Iku's more masculine body type. And I also, and it's sad that this is true, I did write at some point about Rana, where I say it's fucked up to say, but like I can see how Rana her whole life has been like sexualized, and I mean, she looks like a goddamn adult woman in this outfit. It's like she genuinely she has like supermodel body, and it's like, oh, for that young, that is unfortunate.
You're looking like Hahari out here when she was in her uniform.
But yes, I love Iku.
Yeah, I mean, something about this whole interaction just felt. I was like, new Yuri connection, like not just new friendship, new Yuri connection. I mean, it just felt so like I'm about to proposition you, Rana. Like it's like it was on some Yaranaika type shit, from I don't know if you know that meme. But it was like it's like a classic one in the I guess anime community of like a gay story where it's like the guy. I don't even know the context for it. Just like our point of view character sees a dude sitting on a bench, much like this one. And he's just like, Yarnaika, I wanna do it, wanna
Oh,
just fuck. It's like I don't know. Like maybe it's because Iku is a little tomboyish. Or there's something on my mind is being reminded of this yaoi type um type energy, and it's also very gay. All things
oh yeah.
considered. So
Well, one thing I will say here is I really do like that. So Iku's initial plan really was just to bring her out here and smack her ass 1,000 times,
right?
And then it was only when she pushed back that it became this nice like therapy talk.
Yeah.
So like, if
thankfully Urana she can advocate for herself. She's like, once again with these faces, like on page 7, like he's such a treat. Like she is like the most normal human who has joined the Rentaro family in perhaps its entire tenure. Like
you're right. It really is just like her. The only weird thing about her, genuinely, is that she's overdeveloped for a middle schooler. That's it. That everything else, I mean, wanting to be like a competition-y or having like a sense of competition, wanting to be better and kind of like lamenting the fact that your grades aren't as good as you want them to be. That's like such normal shit.
It's like you may have heard a progressive mind in a MAGA body, but this is like a normal mind in a horny body. I don't know.
Oh, tragic! God, look at her fucking body; it's insane. Poor girl. Nakamura will never go this dark, but like I guarantee you, she's probably been like mistaken for like a high schooler or college student as a middle schooler by like men on the street before, which is like.
I mean, honestly, given how common that is, then you wouldn't even be that dark. It would just be recognizing reality.
No, I meant like it'd be. I guess in my mind, like how
far.
Well,
I mean, it doesn't have to be.
Right?
Okay, yeah. I was thinking like a catcall, which is terrible, but is not like that's not something you couldn't show in his manga.
I don't think the commonality makes it not dark though. I mean, I think being catcalled by like a 22-year-old as like.
I guess I was thinking of dark as in something that is like can we show this?
Oh, I see.
On there's plenty of ways to show it that would not break the.
I'll say it this way, right? Do you remember the part in her intro chapter where we see the other students being like, "I bet she's trying to fuck the male teachers." I would. That's pretty dark. I would consider that. That's what I mean when I say dark.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, in my mind, I'm like, I mean, this is real. This is real.
Yeah, dark can be real, bro. We live in a dark world.
I guess. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I'm very much that person who's like, I mean, if it's real, then we kind of just gotta. I mean, what's the word? Like accept it without.
Yeah.
I mean, like not without condoning it. It's like
and that's what I'm doing by calling it dark. I think we're just having a definitional mishap here.
Different brain.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's definitions.
Yes. So, and then the other thing I wanted to mention was she talks about she references the family baseball game, and I put
oh my god, yes, I was like, God, I love hearing it when
events happen. Yeah.
Right.
Oh my
God. Great.
Time is moving. In fact, in that same vein, I put the family baseball game must be like an Old Testament biblical event for her.
Yeah.
I heard legends.
Yeah, it's like when your dad tells you about like things they did. Like, when we were your age, we were doing some fucking crazy shit.
When we were
wild,
a small little polycule of merely 8 people.
11. yeah. It was like he was a 9th.
Yeah.
Girlfriend, so it was just 9 people. Oh my god.
9 innings. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Let's see. Let me keep going down my list here. Oh, okay. I really like this conversation where she said, it takes me longer to learn than most people is like so autism coded. It's unreal. I mean, like, it's just nice to, in the same way that again, I'm reading through Witch Hat right now, and Witch Hat is like very, very, very focused on like, disability stuff. Like a lot of like what they try to use magic for is helping people with disabilities, right? There's a whole arc where there's a whole subsect of chapters where there's a kid with color blindness, and because he's got color blindness, he can't determine like which medicines are which in like a hospital, so he uses a spell to like reverse engineer the medicines into the original herbs that they were, so he can like see the herbs in the bottle, and then so like he puts the spell up.
I feel like labels would be a lot easier, but
that's part of the story, right? Is that the world they live in does not what's the word? It does not cater
like literacy. Oh, but
No. It's what's the word I'm looking for here? Like they're very like not good at like catering towards people with disabilities.
Oh yeah.
That's
like
kind
our
of
world.
yes, yes. So like one of the,
nowadays we do have the accessible, like what's the word, the Disability Act. But anyway, yes.
well, one of the running themes in with the witch hat world is that most witches are very not good at thinking about those beneath them, right? So like one of the arc I just read was there's a kid who's like paraplegic, like he can't use his legs, and they're trying to think of like what they can do for him, and like one of the things they say is like witches can fly, like they have little like things on their shoe. Do you know how the power system works in Witch Hat? Have we talked about that?
I mean the basics. I know that there's an intricate, I guess like design.
It's all
Language
about
for the
drawing,
spells.
yeah. And so like they have like these things, and basically like spells activate when the circle is like completed. So they have like shoes where the circle gets completed when they put the shoes together. Like it's a half circle on each side of the shoe, and then when they'll put their shoes together, and then they'll fly. Because part of the world, part of the stuff of that world is that they have to pretend like it's just something that they can do, because they're hiding the fact that, that my magic can be done by anyone.
Just anyone can write it down. Yeah.
Yeah. So the peasants think that it's something you're born with. Anyway, all that to be said. Why did I even bring this up?
Disability. So
I'm
the lack of disability. What's the word? Accessibility, I guess. Yeah.
I'm reading Witch Hat, and it's like I'm so used to reading. I've been reading manga since like 2005. You know what I mean? And like it's still to the point where it's like not jarring, but like it's like surprising when I read a manga that has like a trans character, or when I read a manga that has like a gay couple, or a couple where it's like two people of color and they're a couple, and it's like wow, you know what? Because I'm so used to like early 2000s manga where that shit just was not mentioned, right? I really appreciate it, and I'm sure Tuesday is gonna fucking tag me in the Discord and be like, actually that was totally us and not Nakamura at all. But either way, I really enjoy seeing like this. I mean, this is objectively autism and or dyslexia representation here. Specifically, Allie has had a really hard time with dyslexia her whole life, to the point where it's like one of the things that like kind of like triggers her a bit. Like if she's driving and she takes like a right turn when I say left, she's like, don't make fun of me, okay? I've been dealing with that my whole life, you know what I mean? So it's kind of cool to have this, like, because Rana doesn't seem, this isn't just normal I'm stupid shit, right? Like she specifically says like it takes me longer to learn than most people. And she's
like,
been trying.
She got the whole alphabet backwards. She even got the A backwards, like crazy.
Well, she's been trying super hard her whole life, and now it's starting to kind of come into focus that like she definitely has learning disabilities of some kind, right? So I don't know. It's really really nice and refreshing to see that, especially. And I showed Allie, and Allie was super happy to see it too, because again, she's got dyslexia and it's really plagued a lot of her life. It was very hard for her to like learn to read and write. So, but she pushed through because she loves reading and writing so much. So yeah, I love that.
But I'm feeling like, because I don't have anything nearly as profound to add in this chapter. I don't know why. But I mean,
I had to cook. I mean, the expectations were high.
Yeah, I mean. The seeing Momiji did the Pentagon airplane, basically I'm like, oh, girl out my own heart. Like,
think fast.
Like not the think fast chuckle fuck thing. That was too much.
You know what I love
look
about
at this fucking gremlin.
Oh, dude, you
can to lose to someone like this must be demoralizing.
Well, you can really get the vibe from this panel that like she's not even trying. Like she just like casually threw it too, just like ha, and it like went super far.
Like no wonder Rana's having this like then something just snapped. Something inside me. I didn't care anymore. Like I was like,
I'm going
Vegeta moment over here.
Kill Momiji.
That'd be a dark, for the fanfic. You can't do it because Momiji's just too good. That would be like I'm having a fucking like existential crisis. I'm trying to kill you. Stop and try to grope me.
I'm gonna kill you the way you want to die, by suffocating you with my tits. So you won't even fight back.
Honestly, that'd be big brain from.
Think about it, right? You're losing air. And when you die by losing air, it's like it becomes kind of like you feel floaty and like you're already covered in tits. She's not even gonna know what happened. She's gonna blink and be in heaven and be like, oh.
Oh, not all these fluffy clouds I can grope.
Yeah, hopefully. God, can you make my clouds boobs, please? Like over there in this section of heaven. Like, well, it is heaven after all. I suppose. Okay, let's see. But yeah, this conversation is just super nice.
I mean, Iku went real like just coach hours, and I don't really disagree with anything he said at all. I'm like, I do have a similar. Yeah, I do have a similar mindset myself, which I think I've shared before on at least on video. Whatever. Yeah, it's a little more based on seeing how far I can go rather than like beating my past self. But yeah, I mean, either way, these are both very healthy mindsets and definitely something I think Rana needed.
Yeah, you had mentioned before we started filming that this is one of those, despite how much is going on in this chapter, there's not maybe as much to say, and I tended to agree with you because it's really good, but not in a complex way, right? Like it's basically, and especially to me, it's like these are all things that I already knew about Iku, so it's like now I have to be like, what do I repeat and what don't I? Because I've already said so much of this. I did write front-facing Iku can't hurt you.
Yeah, because you will hurt her.
Oh my god, I love it. Let's see what else I have. I put, if you never put in the work, as quotes. Iku is thinking about herself here. I talked about this in the essay. She would have been a totally different person if her brother didn't give the advice. So yeah, I mean, this is like clearly like Iku is talking about Rana to Rana, but also seeing a lot of her past self in her, right? Especially, and I'm not sure if we already knew this or not, but Iku dropping the idea that like, oh no, I sucked at baseball.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the new lore we just got. Yeah. Like, I don't remember ever hearing about it. Like the closest thing would be like her trauma she had about hitting that girl when she like out of the park shot or whatever. But I mean, that presumably was not related to being bad baseball. That happened after she got good.
Yeah. No, I really
can you imagine if that was like her first game after getting good and then she hits someone in the head with a baseball?
Bonk. And by the way, that's a piece of lore that sometimes I forget because it's so early on in her character. But like, yeah, that's a good example of the fact that she's not just like pro pain to anyone, right? She didn't run up to that person and be like, "Come on, it'll make you better as a person."
I am reminded of the moment where like Rentaro has to catch her meteoric baseball. He's like, if I don't catch this shit, then she will never be able to swing again. And, that was true. Little did we know that was very I guess related to like that's like it's Rana's going through something similar where it's like if she doesn't navigate the situations and she's never going to be able to compete again, I guess, something like that.
Yeah, and this is why I brought up Celeste, right? It's so poignant to me. Oh, my mother is calling me, but I suppose I should probably not answer. You know what?
Mom, I'm in a call.
I'm answering.
All right.
Hey, Mom, I am recording at the moment, but I figured maybe you want to say hi.
To who?
To the 1,000+ people that will watch this when it gets uploaded.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Is it important, or can I call you back in like an hour or two?
You can, that's fine. I just wanted to talk about your health things, so
oh, yeah.
Talk to you later.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Your sex life.
Now that's a Michigan accent right there.
We gotta hear more about that, don't we?
Well, if you want to hear more about my sex life, you can tune in to the YouTube channel.
Okay, sounds
good. See you later, Mom. I don't know if you heard what she said.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. There, mom reveal, by the way. Yeah. See, that's W Mame right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. Fuck, dude. What was I saying?
We were talking about Iku.
ADHD is all hell today.
We just finished talking about how like the way Rentaro having to catch the ball. To,
yeah.
Keep Iku from like giving up, I guess, on baseball.
There's just something really beautiful about the idea of like proving to yourself that you can do it, and like, because I think we all have these kind of like little mental tricks that we do, especially as I get older. Like, I'll have stupid shit where it's like, I hate how like when I was a kid, I would just want to do something and then do it. But now that I'm an adult, there's this weird like middleman where it's like, oh, you want to do something, but do you really deserve it? You fucking piece of shit.
That's usually not my middleman. My middleman is like, okay, well we have to anticipate all these obstacles before even trying to do it, and it's like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that, because I literally realized this recently, like I don't know how to phrase, like all of like 90% of my dreams incorporate something like that obstacle thing I just told you about, where it's like I have some usually very simple goal, like even just something like parking in a parking lot, and then like 90% of the dream will just involve something or another getting in the way of accomplishing that. And I'm like, that's something that shows up in my dreams all the time, and that does kind of like,
That's very deep. You're having very like
Yeah.
narratively competent dreams.
yeah. I did. I mean, I didn't even realize it. I've been having dreams like that for like decades at this point, and then finally realized, oh yeah, that's basically a microcosm of how I kind of approach the world, and like probably
Huh.
over like it's essentially what it's implying, that I have like essentially like in my brain there's like a little AI that's like just anticipating and coming up with uh random fucking obstacles that they could show up, to any goal I'm trying to
And then
achieve.
that
I mean,
fear
definitely,
does it sometimes like prevent you from doing it.
yeah, or not. It's not even a fear. It's more just like this expectation that, yeah, it's, the world is going to resist you, so you have to, prepare for that kind of thing. It's like, well, I mean, not always. Sometimes the world is actually very
Welcoming.
compliant. Well, I guess,
Accommodating.
yeah, accommodating, because compliant sounds
I'm holding the world down.
It's a Freudian slip. I'm giving away like the you might trying to come up with an opposite to the brain, the middle manager.
I found the world to be very compliant when I put the chloroform around the world.
Yeah, it's either compliant or resisting. So
honestly,
there's no concept of it being accommodating, welcoming, working together. Like, no, the world isn't like that.
You got to mount the world and show who's boss. The world's been fucking me for too long. It's time for me to fuck the world.
Pull out dig a hole in the ground.
Ew.
That'd be an incredible meme image where it's like, dig a hole in the ground.
The Earth's been fucking my ass for way too long. It's time to get a little payback. Just a little hole in the ground. Nasty. So the fact that Iku's found what works for her is very wholesome to me. And that's kind of like, again, I was so much more, I worded it so much better in my Iku essay. So please go and watch that, because like I was on my fucking game when I filmed that. Let's see if I got anything else in the video or in the notes here. I really like, okay, so let's move down to when they start hitting her, which again, Jesus, this girl's body is crazy. I can't believe how like feminine of a hips she has, bro. It's unreal. Right. But yeah, so she gets her ass smacked, which is objectively very cute. And she reacts to it like a normal human being. And then Iku being like, see? Which again.
And then again, Rana's pulling out her classic, you go see, and you'll see what? Like, did my ass is fucking throbbing now? It's like,
I don't know why I get Iku, man. I don't know if anyone else gets this, but there is something like the pain hurts initially, but like that like radiating feeling and then it going away, there's something really satisfying about that to me. Does anyone else have that?
I've experienced that yet. I mean,
oh my god, bro! It's just me. It's just me and Iku, man.
For me, 9 times out of 10, pain is just something that I'm kind of just like, right, we'll get through this. It's gonna end eventually. We can't feel pain forever. Thank God I've never had any chronic pain issues, because that cope would not work for that situation.
To me, two types of pain, right? Like, yeah, chronic pain sucks, right? If the pain is like long lasting and it's not from anything I've done, but it's just like I'm existing and I'm in pain, that shit sucks. Which is why I had canon that Iku would hate that shit. But like pain from like lifting or running or like a good ass smack, there's something like kind of exhilarating about that. It's like it really is like a natural form of like taking a hit of coke. I assume I've never taken a hit of coke, but you know what I mean. Like, and to me, there's something kind of cute about the fact that Iku just likes living with energy. I assume that like a couple ass smacks in the morning is like Iku's form of like a cup of coffee.
Right. Yeah, she's developed over the years. She has like improved and develop that design of the fan that smacks her ass to like this perfect ass smacking machine. I'm gonna patent this when I get out of high school. You know, it's gonna. I feel in my bones it's gonna be a bestseller.
As
across
Rana
the band.
said, I can't remember when she says it, but there's a point where she's like, "No, that's just you," and like maybe a couple other people.
Yeah, that's right at the beginning when he was like, "Yeah, let me paddle your ass." And it's like, I mean, you know, Rana, it's actually, you know, as someone who's becoming more and more embedded in my local kink community, it's actually really way more common than you would think.
Well, Rana thinks that hand holding is lewd, right? So,
true.
Yeah, honestly, if Iku was a little bit more self-aware about, because that's as we've discussed, me and you a lot. The next step for Iku's character arc is like discovering that this is in fact a kink, right? It can remain being what it is still, right? This is like a motivator for her. It helps her with her mental health, but it's also objectively a bit of a sexual kink for her. She's like coming. It'd be one thing if it was just like, yeah, that really motivates me, but no, girl, you are like coming when it happens, okay?
Yeah, and who said kinks can't be motivating?
They are.
Little, you know, yeah, it's like a little bit of a pick me up, you know, kind of thing.
Well, some of the best things, like when I talk to like bottoms, for lack of a better word, like it does a lot to people's mental health, right? The ability to like feel attractive and like, you know, just give their body to someone and just like feel so, I don't know, wanted. It absolutely helps mental health. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
In a healthy, consenting relationship, to clarify, not just like going to
yeah. I guess, yeah, for the Ranas world, we need to tell them that because they would probably assume it's like this debauchery.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's even people like, you know, like because the Ranas of the world would, you know how some people will like say something like, oh, you know, it's really fucked up how many women do OnlyFans or whatever. It's like, okay, but are those women doing OnlyFans because they're desperate, it's the only way they can make money? Or more likely, a lot of them do OnlyFans because they love it and they feel super hot and beautiful and confident, and you know, it depends on the person and what they want, right? So for Iku, you could look at it as a form of that, right? Like Iku, it does a lot to her and for her, and I love, to me, there's something so endearing about the fact that Iku, multiple times through this chapter, cannot even comprehend how other people couldn't love this. I think that's so beautiful that she's like, okay, you didn't get it earlier, but now that you felt it, you get it, right? Like that shit, it's like a rush, like woo!
Yeah, a rush of fucking terror, like.
No, it's a rush of endorphins and adrenaline. Come on, oh, I love it. I genuinely love it. I literally want someone to do this to my ass. I think in order to be an Iku expert, I have to experience this.
Well, I mean, there's that site that I've been, I guess, pushing, on you.
I think I'll probably
again, you know, there doesn't have to be anything sexual. You don't have to do anything.
I have a metal baseball
bat.
Do. I could probably just have
you just show up, you just pull up to the event, like, hey, I got this bat, we have paddles for that specific thing. Like, I remember when I saw this, I was like, Iku, like, that was a really, truly inspirational talk you had with Rana, but please start, like, use a paddle. Like you can't be swinging on other people's asses with a fucking baseball bat. Like,
you know what it is,
fine
bro?
for you.
You know,
but like,
it's because she is part of Iku's character is this like disconnect, this inability to admit that this is a kink. The second she gets like a specialized product for it, it becomes not part of her baseball training aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like, I think in her mind, it's like, no, this is training for life and for baseball. Okay, this is not some debaucherous paddling. No, she calls it paddling, you're right. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, like, clearly, like, in her mind,
the door of her I don't know, her last bit of like I don't know, decorum or whatever. She's like, yeah, this is my record, like, I don't know, like,
the last shred of
society.
What's it called?
Yeah, I reckon
for it. What is the term? Where you have a bit of like leeway, like socially, like
yeah, something like that, like just respect for like the propriety of society or some shit like that. And it's like, you know, like, if I just go straight to recognize it as kink, then suddenly it's gonna be it's beyond the pale. You know, it's like,
you know, I would compare it to, for a long time, I was very anti buying a boob mouse pad. because in my mind, people who had boob mouse pads were people who had given up on ever getting a real girlfriend. Like that was like an old opinion I had. Now the based opinion is get a girlfriend who also has a boob mouse pad. We own one boob mouse pad in my household, and it is Allie's, and it is a oh, what's that fucking manga? It's a Golden Kamuy character. Yeah, so that's the true based option, is get yourself a girl who it's like, oh, you don't have any boob mouse pads? Don't worry, I'll bring my own.
Right.
Like a Momoji, you know? But yeah, for a while that was like a real opinion I had, where I was like, yeah, there's some things you don't want to buy because it's as if you're giving up mentally, right? Like another one that for me was a fleshlight. I was like, I don't want to buy a fleshlight. I can just use my hand. It's fine. Like, if the fleshlights are too good, then I'll give up on ever trying to get pussy.
Right.
To quote Witch Hat, it's like, there are some things that mortal man maybe shouldn't reach for.
Yeah.
But
just reach for your dick with your hand.
Sometimes technology gets too good.
The fleshlight spell it's the most like secretive spell.
The crazy part is that could easily exist in Witch Hat. Like anything you think of, it's literally an infinite possibility.
What's the name of that guy with the like black bodysuit and like the white hair? Like he's like,
that's Kiefer, that's my boy, dude.
Yeah, Kiefer's like, yeah, this is the one. This is my most secret of secrets. I've not shown anyone but you.
Kiefer has like 4 12-year-old girl students. You cannot have him secretly making fleshlights in his atelier.
Yeah, that's why he's keeping it a secret for an amazing reason. Like he has fucking minor students.
The crazy part is like that wouldn't even be like illegal in the Witch Hat world. Like the only thing that's
less illegal than the spells.
The only thing that's illegal is so you can't do any on-body writing spells. Because they had a lot of fucking Edward moments, as you can probably imagine.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I was literally thinking, so no Fullmetal Alchemist moments over
here. No, but you know what? They kind of threw the baby out with the bathwater, so like all medical spells are banned too.
Wow.
This
is like a magical dictatorship sound.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I mean, they have like witch cops that are like very fucking, copy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like, you know what they do if someone's using like forbidden magic? They come and Men in Black them. They have like a fucking mind erase spell, which is of course the only exception because they get to do it. They get to fuck with bodies. Yeah. No, essentially, it's actually a really, really interesting series because like I'm making a lot of parallels to the kind of plights we're going through with AI in modern society because like basically what like the witches of old the pact is a thing where they like mass memory wiped the whole world, and that's where they decided to pretend like, oh, only certain people are born with magic, and those are the people that are like trusted to carry on this like secret, right? But like before that happened, the implication is that witches had become kind of like demigods, where like their spells, you can do anything with like it's just a science to study, right? So they theoretically, like you could be like, this is the spell that cures AIDS, and it's like, oh, that's really cool. But check this out. Hold on, wait, let me cook. So check this out though. If you have a spell that cures AIDS, you just fucking reverse that shit. Now it's a spell that gives you AIDS.
Oh my god.
That's how that works. Like that's literally like Coco is talking to one of the high up witches and he's like, yeah, so like any spell that cures an ailment can also give it. Right? So if you can imagine the nightmare world we lived in where it's as simple as like having a piece of paper, putting a fucking sign on it and then slapping that shit on someone's back like, you got syphilis now, idiot. Like,
that means the bullying in school must have gone crazy. But yeah, what I was gonna say was they had a Butlerian jihad basically in the science fiction one in Dune, and now we have the fantasy one in Witch Hat Atelier. It's
super interesting, man, because like, yeah, I mean basically like the choice that witches made was like they had created a society where they could literally have anything, but surprise, surprise, turns out humans kind of need some limitations. It doesn't make us happy to be gods, you know? It really does remind me of like the AI shit where we have now. We're like, oh yeah, I can fucking type a couple words into a fucking computer and look, I made a fucking 90-minute movie. But does that really make you happy? Or does it fucking degrade society and collapse the social contract? You know what I mean?
It's almost like that, except, the AI shit doesn't even really work.
Yeah, it's like in a world where AI actually that'd be the next question, right? Like if AI gets to a point where it's so good that it actually is making shit that like is indiscernible, then you have a moral question on your hands. You already do, but it's even more moral, right? I still don't want to watch AI movies, even if they're fucking good, because I like watching a movie and being like, wow, human hands made this. You know what I mean? What was the thought process behind this? Like, you know what I mean? It's a weird moral quandary. And that's why I like Witch Hat, because truly the whole point is like, she's learning from these witches that are following this rule system, but there's like a set of like witch terrorists basically who are like, kind of like witch libertarians basically, and they're like, nah, we should be able to use whatever the fuck magic we want, baby. Check it out. You know what I mean?
Bring back the makes you pregnant spell. Like, it makes even men pregnant spell. Like,
100%.
my fanfic will become real.
The crazy part is anything you say is 100% canon doable with that power system.
Yeah, if they have an abortion spell, then apparently you
100%.
reverse that
Oh,
and it becomes
shit!
a makes you pregnant spell.
So like, think about it, bro. You could make like a stamp and just go around and be like, "You're pregnant. You're pregnant. You're pregnant."
You know, literally, yeah. Like, it makes the Twitter artist joke about how, like, yeah, I'm gonna draw your character. I'm gonna draw you getting pregnant. Like, now it's like I'm gonna draw a spell to make you pregnant.
You better watch out, motherfucker.
I can see why they decided to go all Butler and Jihad. That's like.
Yeah, no, it
much
sounds like
power.
it was like a nightmare. Like basically it was like society is unraveling because everyone's like demigods. One of the other cool things about Witch Hat is that there's like these scars on the land like from that era. So like there's a forest that is always eternally nighttime. And like the crazy part is because of how the memory wipe spell worked, they don't even fully understand these spells, how they work.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, so it's like, oh, there's a forest where it's always nighttime. There's a like a field where there's like balls of earth like on land that like are constantly floating up. That one has cool lore where like there was a kingdom where there was a civil war happening and like the king of that kingdom was like, I don't want my castle to be part of this. I'm gonna float my shit up and just watch my people fight until it's over.
He missed a comma somewhere, and that caused sound like some really bad, because everything to float basically.
Anyway, yeah, sorry, I'm off topic here. We had a good time. Let's see.
Where were we? In fact, we were. I mean,
why did I bring this up? Oh yeah. You don't want. Why did I bring this up? Was this attached?
yeah, I don't remember.
Oh, God.
Comments, please remind us why we brought this up.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, I can go towards like the 1,000 swings and how I actually thought it would take a lot longer, but if you take like 4 seconds between each swing, I mean, it would only be about an hour, which is like that's a lot of time to do one thing.
That's super doable. Well, yeah, your arms would get tired as hell. Good doing the math. I really do like these. The hearts are definitely like a moan each time, by the way,
Yes.
which I really love. Yeah.
She's just doing this while listening to these moans. I mean,
Oh,
the
100%.
cardio on display is just insane. Like, I don't know. Like just running for an hour is already like insane,
dude,
but like
your arms-
swinging as hard as she's going, like that's crazy.
And you know, Iku's not allowing for like a break in, but like the whole point is you do 1,000 without stopping. I really love how annoyed Iku gets when the hits aren't hard. But she is counting them. That's what's kind of nice, right? Like clearly towards the end, the hits got weak, and Iku's like, it's kind of fucking.
I'll let her have this. Like, it's the last 10 hits. I'll let her have it, and so number 1,000 can be the like hitgasm or whatever.
Iku's like, I remember how I was. Just keep remember, Iku, you used to be weak too. It's fine. Oh,
He's benevolently looking down upon her.
I love how 2 birds, 1 stone this is for Iku, because on the one hand, she really does, she wants to help Rana, but on the other hand, she's like, oh, the fucking orgasm's gonna hit.
You gotta help me a little too, if you know what, to catch them all drift.
I mean, it is kind of wholesome. Originally, it was gonna be, she wanted to do it to her, and she's like, I didn't want to resort to this.
Yeah,
Which,
Iku is really good at switching roles when she needs to for all the slander that's been thrown away. Like, she recognizes when people aren't down for the hits, so she's like, I'll take it in your stead. I'll be the bigger man here.
By the way, this proves if anyone was wondering if Iku would be a switch, yes. right? Very good at switching roles. Also, just, joking aside, right? This is objectively like if Iku's only character driver was to get hit, this, what she wanted to do initially was to hit her 1,000 times, right? Iku's not coming from that, right? Like, Iku's just like, she's like, oh, I'm really helping her out here, So I do like that Iku, I think it would have been a disservice to her character if she was like, I don't know, she hit her and she's like, actually, that looks pretty good. You never mind, you hit me. No, she wanted to do it to Rana, but Rana wasn't about that life. And she's like, all right, well, Iku knew that she needed to do something to prove to her that she could, like, it really is a good piece of advice. Iku's eccentricities aside, going out and doing something that you've never done before, and something that you're nervous or scared to do. I literally I was Googling a bunch of writing advice recently because I keep almost writing and then like getting nervous and stopping. And one of the pieces of advice I got was like, before you write, go out and do something that makes you a little scared, right? Like, go to a place, obviously not like dangerous. Don't go to like a fucking back alley or whatever. But like, it was like
a little scared. Emphasis on that.
Yeah.
In the little.
Yeah, like go out of your comfort zone a little, right? Like, oh, like for me, it was like, I don't know, you get so used to like, no, I don't want to take a walk today because no, just leave your house, take a walk, go to a new shop that you haven't been to before, go meet new people, go to like a book club, right? These things, they're scary when you're going to them, but when you're exiting them, you feel like I can do anything, right? And so like and that's the reason I like Celeste. This story type really touches my heart, where it's like, I just need to do something to prove to my brain that I can do anything. And as silly as it is, this is Rana going outside of any type of comfort zone. We're so outside of the comfort zone that we're in a new zip code. And like, as silly as it's weird the way our brains are wired. Like, it's very easy to fall into patterns. Like, oh, I do the same thing every day. I eat the same food every day. I go from point A to point B every day. This is why third spaces are important. Yeah. Oh yeah,
like,
exactly.
Too efficient.
Well, you probably haven't seen the Backrooms movie yet, right?
No, I've not seen it.
One of the cool things that they did with the Backrooms movie is they tied in the Backrooms and how it constantly, it's like a facsimile of a facsimile, a Xerox of a Xerox, a copy of a copy. They tied that concept in to degrading mental health as you get older, thematically in the movie. So like, there's a part where he's talking to a therapist, or I think he's like listening to her audiobook or something, and she says something along the lines of like, and it's so true, by the way, this is something I've been struggling with as I get into my 30s, where like, as you get older, your brain is kind of like programmed to find the efficient path. So it's very easy to get into a like ruts where it's like, okay, I go to work, I come home, I go to work, I come home, I go to work, I come home, whereas happiness is to be found in those areas where you're out of that rut, you're trying something new, you're doing something difficult, you're going a different path, you're not just going from point A to point B, you're creating a point C, D, E, F in between.
Like this is like a I don't know, like I don't know what you call it, like a suspicion I have. It's like the point of human consciousness is like to deal with novel, unfamiliar issues. So if you just keep putting yourself in familiar rut-like situations, and you start more and more of your life starts to become like that moment where you kind of wake up from like a drive, and like, oh, I'm at home. I drove back from work for the 1,000th time. I've done so many times that my brain was basically off. And like, if you do that with too much of your life, and eventually that you wake up one morning, and you're like, oh, I'm 80
I'm on my
years
deathbed.
Old,
yeah. There's as fucked up, I hate that it's always the movie I come back to, but there's an Adam Sandler movie called Click that is entirely about this concept. Do you know about it?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I watched it when I was like 10, but yes, I
it fucked me up. It was the movie that made me contemplate death for the first time. I literally had to go to therapy because it fucked me up. And in that movie, there's like an auto fast forward button. He gets a remote control that lets him pause real life, so he can like freeze time and shit. But he starts to fast forward through quote unquote boring parts of his life, and he puts it on autopilot, where the idea is it'll only unpause during cool parts of your life. And surprise, surprise, he like blinks and he's almost dead, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think Reyes is cooking.
You make the boring parts of your life cool, and if you don't do that, then they're just boring. And then you fast forward through all of them.
Yes, so this like, I'm very, one of the reasons I'm attached to Iku so much is because she is a character who refuses to live a boring life, refuses to be on autopilot. Everything she does, she gives 110%. Like everything. It doesn't matter how minor it is. It's a super, super cool ideology for me. I think cooked. Let's see what else. Obviously, we have to mention send it all and drive it into my rear.
Drive it into my rear. Line I've heard. I'll take line I've heard from hentai for 1 million.
As I messaged to Reyes, I'm almost constantly writing some sort of Iku fic, as is my lifeblood.
It's like a Tower Babel type. It's constantly being added to.
Yes, in order to complete the year. Oh, and by the way, 2026 is and was the year of Iku. You're welcome. I was right. But to complete the year of Iku, I will upload a 100,000 word Iku fic.
Oh my god.
Well, I think all 3 parts combined of that main one will be probably 100,000 words. And so I'm hoping to have that this year and cap off the year of Iku.
Yeah, that's nothing to sniff at. I mean, that's your 1,000 swings right there.
Just for Iku, baby. But it was nice to see that I've been writing her sex dialogue pretty canonically. Because, that's how you have her speak.
Yeah, this is what she'd be saying to Rentaro when he is driving it into her rear.
Well, so minor spoilers. I have a part where, so Rentaro's fucking her pussy for a very long time, and then she convinces him to switch to her ass. And before he fucks her ass, he kind of has a body worship moment where he starts to eat out her ass. And I had a really fun time with that scene because to Iku, it's like a waste of time. Anything that isn't like intense. I kind of sent you a bit of that snippet actually, right?
Yeah.
Like to her, sex is, this wasn't sex. This was like a hug, right? Sex is when you're using my blood as lube, type shit. But either way, like I had a really good time with like Iku getting impatient during the analingus. Like, Rentaro, come on, man. Like you're harshing the vibe. Like, let's go.
I'm getting dry over here.
Yeah. So anyway, I anything that reminds me of how Iku talks, because we don't get Iku talking enough lately. It's usually just a visual gag of her sticking her ass out.
I'm beginning to forget how she talks.
Yeah. So it's very nice to get some canonical dialogue from her and reminds me that the way that I imagine she talks is correct. So yeah. And replace this with a sex scenario. You can totally see it, right? Like when Rentaro's fucking Iku, it's going to be exactly like this. Like, he's like, oh, I don't want to hurt you. I want to go in slowly. Like, no, Rentaro, all at once, like ripping a Band-Aid off. Let's go.
Like, that's it, Rentaro. You've already put everything you have into that ass. Like, the only thing left is that you grab it and
grab it and fuck
I'll
it.
Take it all. Yeah.
Fantastic. God, I love her so much. I don't know. It really is just, again, like being like mid-30s, well, early 30s technically. It's just, you do start, much like Reyes and I were talking about, you do start to feel your life kind of atrophy away a little bit, and you have to push back at every opportunity. Every moment is an opportunity to push back against the natural atrophy of your mental health and your life. And Iku is living her fucking best life, bro. Like, Iku is someone who will never truly grow old because mentally she will stay young. It's kind of gorgeous. Anyway, fucking page 18. I'm sorry, Rana. Look at her ass.
Yeah, I was like, oh
Jesus, Rana!
I did feel like sometimes in this chapter she was drawn a little too narrow. Like classic, Japanese art style where like they're terrified of drawing wide women. But I mean, from behind, I guess not. I mean, I guess because I was like, I could sneak some wide ass hips and ass into this shot.
Is Rana gonna, I don't know if we talked about this, because whenever I see wide hips, my brain goes to birthing hips, blah, blah, blah. Rana's gonna find giving birth lewd, isn't she?
Yeah, probably.
That is far too lewd.
Yeah, we talked about her being birthed.
Oh, yeah.
Like, mother, this is way too lewd for me. But, I mean, giving birth, that would be... Like, I've heard stories, like, women having to be told in the middle of birth, like honey, you're in the middle of giving birth. Like, stop worrying about, looking pretty and presentable. Like, just focus on getting that baby out.
Oh yeah, I mean, you have to get over the I imagine by the time you're giving birth, maybe this would be you'd be more used to it, but you'd have to get used to the doctor just like looking right in there and fucking wriggling around. God.
Yes.
Have you, Reyes, have you had the pleasure of having your balls squeezed by a doctor?
I mean, I guess squeezed is so
You know what I
loop
mean.
every.
Like
I have had
they
them. Yes, I
check
have
for the
had them.
testicular cancer.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Fantastic.
I mean, I wouldn't call it pleasure, but yeah, that's happened to me.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
So before someone thinks that I'm like, when my doctor
I'm in the
checks
CBT. Like, well, we can cognitive behavioral therapy. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, Sue face.
Yeah.
Let's see. I put something cathartic about putting your literal all into something, because like you could this did something for Rana, right? Like,
Yeah,
'cause I
definitely.
also like that she starts to cry. Like, it really is, she had a lot of emotions to get out. So this was like 3 birds, 1 stone, right? 1, gave Iku a couple good orgasms, which is always nice. 2,
Yeah, probably more than a couple, but yes.
well, we know she ran out of strength at some point. But anyway, she I'm forgetting the 3 birds now. Anyway, 2, she it was
Got
like
to
a
impart some
cathartic.
deep wisdom.
Well, it was a cathartic emotional release, right? Like
Yes.
in the same way. So I had one of these recently where my mind it's a coin flip any day I wake up. Like, can I focus today, or am I going to have horrible brain fog? And I had a day recently where I actually took it off of work, because I just I woke up and I was like, it was like that Mr. Krabs meme. I was just like dizzy. I couldn't think. I couldn't do anything. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take a day off and just enjoy some peace and quiet. And wouldn't you know it, they decided to start cutting trees down on my neighbor's yard. Like, literally, like they had like the tree grinder machine where it's like,
Classic example of this is just not my day, huh?
yeah, and I had a minor little crash out, but I needed it, right? Like I was alone in the house, so I just like started like punching pillows, and like I was just like, I just was crying, and I was like throwing pillows around, and I was like, I fucking hate this world. And it was like, yeah, it feels kind of nice. Don't make a habit of it, obviously, because you don't want to create the neural pathway to be a spurg whenever something doesn't go your way. But yeah, it was like, okay, I got that out of me, because it's been very long since I've had like a temper tantrum, and I was just alone, and I was like, let me just get that out. There was a chapter recently, actually. Do you remember it was Karumi and Matsuri having like a little temper tantrum on the roof? You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you need one.
Yeah, I mean, that was like last year, but how about I was like recent. I wouldn't call it recently, but yeah, basically.
But recently in the span
relatively,
of the manga, because we've only gotten like 10 chapters this year. Yeah. Hey, listen, if I remember it, it's recently. Let's see.
Yeah,
And then the third bird, hold on. Remember I said 3 birds, 1 stone.
okay.
The third bird is it also, on top of it being a nice emotional cathartic release for her, it also did proved the thing that Iku wanted it to prove to her, which is like, hey, you thought you couldn't do this, and you just did. Which is proof that no matter how much you think you tried your hardest at that airplane thing, you're a different person now. And you can do it differently tomorrow. And that's such a good lesson. And for me, Rana, I love Rana, she's great. But for me, who's just been aching for some Iku characterization, what this shows is Iku's mentality, why Iku does what she does. Iku is in the same way that like when I discovered how good drinking water made me feel, because I used to be an idiot child who only drank like soda and shit. When I started to drink water, it was like it was like I unlocked like a life hack. I was like, oh shit, water does this?
Why didn't no one give me the instruction manual for my body? Like, this is like
Literally.
If I had known.
In that same way, right? Like so now, maybe actually, you know what? I have a better example. I used to be really bad at brushing my teeth. When I was like young, I didn't like the feeling of the bristles against my teeth. It was like nails on a chalkboard to me. It like made me feel, I didn't like it. But then once I started actually brushing my teeth, now if I go a day or 2 without it, it feels disgusting and I can't focus on anything. So I like to imagine that Iku, she discovers this pain thing. It gives her such jubilance, such elation, such dopamine. So, and I imagine she, we haven't seen this, but I'd love to see it. She probably had like an arc in the same way that anyone has an arc where they discover something. Like think Rin, right? When she discovered her love of violence, I'm sure she had like no, but this is wrong. My parents told me this is wrong. But I love it so much. I love those parts of character journey. So I like to imagine that Iku probably had a moment where she loved how it felt, but then like saw how her brother would react and like, is this weird? Is this wrong? But kept coming back to it because because it just like nothing made her feel that way. Nothing started her day out better than that. So I like it a lot. You see a lot. It's a good piece of internal. I don't know. It's a good internal look into Iku's mind, where like for her, if this is what she's doing for Rana, and this is what she thinks it will do for Rana, that means that it's probably what it does for her, right? Like if Iku's ever feeling down, she does one of these and she knows she can do it. When Iku is stressed about the family baseball game, she's like, well, I can't sleep tonight. I gotta do this all night, because then I'm gonna go into that game with the confidence that I can do anything. Because in my personal experience with life, nothing holds you back more than a lack of self-confidence. It is not almost never, but like I would argue like it's an 80-20 ratio of like self-confidence to actual skill in my experience. Like when I just started to write and didn't think about, oh, but I can't do it, everyone was like, that was really good. Just do it, man.
90% of like, what's the word, like
90% of it's showing up.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Like I've experienced it so many times myself, where it's like I'm like reflecting and thinking on this writing problem, and then when I actually sit down and fucking write the thing, I figure out the solution on the page.
Yes.
I figure out something that I would have never been able to figure out had I not started writing the thing.
Yeah. So like I love headcanoning that like for Iku, that's what this masochism thing does for her, is it's a way to kind of get out of her head and into a mode of action. Like there's just so many ways you can look at what Iku's masochism is, and this chapter finally gives us, at least for the first time in hundreds of chapters, gives us a bit of a look into the canon answer of what it is for her, because I've been headcanoning my whole fucking life on Iku. My life only truly began when I started reading 100 Girlfriends.
That was the prologue. This is the actual mainline story now.
But yeah, it's just really nice. And now I can finally, as an Iku fan, I finally have a chapter to point to when people are like, oh, it's
hold
just
my head
masochism.
High.
Yeah.
And say, I am an Iku fan.
I have been holding my head high. None of you people trying to shame me or Iku. Just much like Iku, I never let your shame get to me.
Yeah, true.
The only thing that would get to me is if I cracked one of your skulls open with a baseball.
Oh my Lord.
What did you say?
Yeah. Bro's been out here being persecuted like a Christian and being like, my martyrdom is only like proving my devotion. It's like,
oh yeah.
Your emotional swings only make me feel better or some shit like that.
Bro, I was called who called me Iku's strongest soldier? Was that did Moonlight call me that? I got some kind words from Moonlight about my Iku love.
Moonlight really felt like he's like, I've been watching your journey from the background. I never had to like the I don't know, I never had the gumption to say it, but now I can, now this has happened, I finally feel like I can say like you I've been so inspired by how you've been just holding out. So,
it's been like, Iku's strongest soldier yesterday, 4:05 p.m. Thank you, Moonlight. I put because and then fucking Backtracks was like, I'm liking her more in season 3 than season 2. They're doing witchcraft with her, and I said I said it's just that you're seeing the light that I always saw. I ought to make the streets run red with the blood of the non-believers, but the cult of Iku is merciful. We'll let you off with 100 spankings.
Oh, well, yeah, not even 1,000. Yeah, 100 is
that's very merciful.
You're taking into account our what do you call it?
Your weak constitution.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we'll be, it's like the fucking Cenobites from the Cenobites. I don't remember the name of the movie they're from. Yeah, it's like we gotta build up to that. It's like.
But yeah, I really, really like this emotional breakdown of Rana being like, I literally put everything into that. I did it, and like, there's just something so cathartic about that. Like, I don't know if you've ever
able to yell, "I'm awesome." I mean, yeah, that's.
I fucking did it! Have you ever had
this is a story that had allowed swears more often. Yes, he would have been.
Oh yeah,
just cursing up a storm.
Oh, my biggest weakness as a writer, or maybe it's a strength depending on your taste, is that I always make the girls cuss. Iku says fuck so much. I mean, because she's getting fucked. So like it's easy. It's just kind of a word.
It's just descriptive language. It's just a little vulgar, but it's not like a swear.
Yeah. Iku feels like someone who would swear, she's a very intense girl. Right. Let's see. Rana probably not, because it's vulgar.
You know, actually, I was thinking it's such a liminal moment for her that she's allowing herself to be a little vulgar and just
She
saying
should be. Yeah. Well, did you
saying some
notice
swear words.
beyond even the hypothetical swear words that didn't happen? I really like as you said, this is such a moment for her. What she's doing is incredibly fucking vulgar right now. This is like Kurumi levels of characterization where we always say like, wow, it's really impressive that Kurumi will just show up often and nothing food related will even happen. Here you have Rana, who's one of her main character things is being concerned about being overly vulgar, and she smacks Iku's ass for 1,000 hits.
Yep.
And doesn't at all mention like, oh, I didn't like, oh, what if people perceive me? No. There was no concern. Even in the beginning, there was no concern about how people perceived this. She was just like, I don't want that, actually. You know?
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
interesting. Yeah.
No, please, go ahead.
But I don't know. I was hoping my brain would come with something more than just it is kind of what we were saying. Like the story is just so good. It's kind of like hard to like say more than it's just there and clear on the page.
Yeah.
For those with eyes to see.
Good in a non-complex way is what I would say,
Yeah.
right? Like, there's not too much subtext here beyond, because I mean, she's basically just spelling out exactly like, yeah, this is what the masochism does for me. But for anyone because I know how it is, because I did this with Mimi for years, where I had this weird fucking like hate boner for her. It's very easy when you pre-hate a character to like, even when they get good stuff, to kind of be like, no, it's still bad because of I'm working backwards from my conclusion, as they say, right?
Yeah, I've got the agenda, and
exactly.
and maintaining it is my top priority.
So my goal with this video, and hopefully that Iku essay that you watch, I'm gonna card that, honestly. Like, please watch that. It's so good.
It's multiple times.
I'm gonna card it every beep, 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 they pop-ups. Remember annotations? God, I miss those.
Oh my lord, yeah.
Watch this shit. But yeah, no, it's my
Start
goal
citing
here.
yourself in the
yeah, in the future I'll be like, as the famous Iku Suto scholar, Red Alexander said.
Oh my lord.
But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so my goal here is to remind people, or not remind people, but push through any potential biases you may have and be like, look, like even if you think it's cringe, like it helps her. Like much like a lot of these girls, they all have little things that they like to do and that are looked down upon by society. And Iku's isn't any weirder or less weird than any other ones. It's something that hurts no one else. That's the thing, right? Like, it's something that like it's respectful, it's kind, it's consensual. Mm-hmm. She's never bothering
literally
anyone
just
else.
Very almost vanilla level kink. Like, I mean, compared to some of what the other girls are doing, like, this is basically nothing.
Hasu is here, and the only missed opportunity is that she didn't sniff them. I mean, obviously this is the next morning; they probably showered, but Hasu could probably sniff.
She might be able to smell it, bro. Like, yeah.
Your pituitary gland is more active this morning.
Yeah, I think he would be able to do that. He's like, oh, like Ron, I can smell. You've had an overactive pituitary gland your whole life, haven't you? He's like, wait, what? That's...
Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, I guess Coach Momiji was correct. Like Rana basically did work it out, and maybe not on her own.
Yeah.
Managed to work out. Unfortunately, like, yeah, fucking. Those of us who probably wanted some I don't know, maybe Momiji to kind of like have a moment where she, I don't know, has to like reassess herself for 1 fucking second in her life. Nope.
Here's the thing about Momiji. She's I have placed her on like at least top 3 most autistic in the family, yes. Which makes sense that she'd be friends with Rana, who is very like traditionally autistic. Like, Rana is giving. I've told this story before where I would often be put into the hallway during a test because I would take so long to finish the test, which was very embarrassing as a kid, as you can probably imagine. I'm getting real that vibes from Rana, like in her early days, like before she did all this work, I imagine. So on top of like having massive tits as a middle schooler, she's probably like, oh, and the teacher's like, are you not done with the test yet? Like,
perhaps that makes it seem like he's getting special treatment for some reason. So people start making rumors.
You're so beautiful, and fucking the teachers are, oh yeah, and then because like the whole thing was like she's fucking the male teachers. So then she like tries super hard, gets a really good grade, and they're like, I bet you didn't even get that grade. I bet you're just fucking tit jobbing the Mr. Wilson in the back of it.
Yeah, very Japanese Mr. Wilson over here. Like, yeah.
Mr. Allison? Because I was like, what's the first name I could think of? And I went to fucking Dennis.
I mean, I guess you could be the English teacher there. You know, he's just teaching English.
Yeah, I man, you know.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Japan.
I
so
came
came
over from
to
America
Japan.
because I'm a massive lolicon, and then
my
God
God.
bestows an opai lolly right in my fucking.
Yeah, now that's dark.
Oh, it's not good. It's not okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm putting down 100,000 down on this chapter ending. Well, when I was reading, I was like, yeah, I'm putting 100,000 down on this chapter ending with an insta-loss for Rana. Then it turned out that I was like, it was literally the page after turned out I was in massive, devastating debt because of that bet I just made.
What was your bet?
So, but wait, what?
I misheard what you said.
Oh yeah, because when I was reading it, I was like, I'm betting like 100,000. This is gonna end on a Rana insta loss because I was like, I know this manga. They can't end shit on a serious note to
Oh,
save
you
their
thought it would
fucking
end
life.
with
But
her
no.
just like losing again?
Yes.
That'd
Yeah,
be
it-
fucked.
it-
Oh.
yes. Yeah, turned out I was wrong. I'm now in massive debt, but
Good.
thankfully
Well, and-
I had the presence of mind to not specify the currency, so I'll be contributing, Renbucks to local communities in need. So it's
I see. Well, to parallel Rayos, I'm actually a multi-billionaire now because I've had EQ stocks from the beginning. And the price of EQ stocks were so low that I was actually gobbling them up like pennies to stocks.
Yes.
So I'm actually a multi-billionaire now. I've been invited to the island. I politely declined. It's still running, by the way. Yeah, they just kind of like passed it on to a new guy.
I only was invited so that I could get the address so I could send it to the authorities. I was being a white hat pedophile.
Yes. I said, you don't understand. I didn't get my money from, like scheming and wheeling and dealing and scheming like you guys. I got my money from 100 Girlfriends stock trading. So like, I'm not like you.
We are not the same.
Exactly.
Adjust
Anyway.
suit. Just the suit you bought with your billions.
Indeed. Yes, I can buy. I've bought in my first house. I've paid off all my debts. Thank you so much, Ikusuto. Thank you so much, Nakamura Sensei. Thank you so much, Nozawa, for the pretty Iku faces and the hips, the masculine Iku hips. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Well, anyway, let me just. You know what? I have one more thing on my notes. Iku would be a fist bump girly, and I love that. That shit. Oh, I creamed my fucking jeans. Iku fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a little more to say, like in terms of like just sort of wrapping up this whole thing with the poem. It's like, I mean, just essentially like not only is Rana like kind of incredible on her own, but like he raises up like everyone around her as well. Like we start with Momiji, who's become not only something like an omni-talented Giga Chad, but like he's also revealed herself to be like this hard ass coach who truly believes in letting her pupils sink or swim. And then we get Iku, who receives some desperately needed characterological life support in the form of getting to be a different coach, like the good coach to Momiji's
fantastic
bad coach.
Senpai, by the way. Take fucking notes, Saki.
Oh my god, yeah, Saki could never Iku was out here given some incredibly meaningful insight into her worldview and principles.
Saki's busy eating yeah, and Saki's just busy eating Kusari's orgasm noodles.
Yeah, she is getting she is the one having the what were we saying in one of our many tangents or something like she's basically just burning through life on drugs and
God, no, for real. I mean, it's funny because like that Saki moment was a moment where she could have actually, because that was also another one of those like big life advice chapters, right?
Yes.
Where Mimimi got to cook and Matsuri got to
she
cook.
She didn't get to cook. It's more just that it ended in the way I was kind of assuming this chapter ended, where Saki basically got fucking almost character assassinated by Nakamura.
I mean, who can resist the methamphetamine noodles? I mean, like,
honestly, that's just having a human weakness. It's like saying that like because I got burned to death by the sun, that means I'm a weak person. Like,
would you blame a dog if you put a filet mignon on its plate and it didn't eat? I mean, like, you've essentially offered, like, this no alternate. I mean, it probably is addictive, actually, but, like, it's not even, because it's not actually meth. It was just noodles that were so good that you come when you eat them. Like, can you imagine?
Yeah.
It is fucked though, because like I still can't
Same.
get over that because yeah, like Matsuri's whole thing is I'm trying to make the best yakisoba, and here they are like, oh, we're fucking eating up this like orgasm yakisoba.
This is better than any yakisoba that any human has made. Type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like,
And now that I've eaten this, no matter what you come up with, Matsuri, it will never match up. I will never have any reaction
like,
to
oh
it.
yeah, this is like a 5 on the scale. Like compared to like I mean like most like since it happened, most yakisoba that I eat is like it's like a 3 on the scale.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
calling yours a 5 Matsuri, that's really good.
You're
praise.
approaching the orgasm yakisoba, but you're not quite there yet. I'll be honest.
You daft song.
I love the idea of. I kind of wish that Matsuri said this, but I love the idea of Matsuri being like, you know what? My new goal is to beat that with natural cooking. I will cook such a good yakisoba that with zero use of drugs, you will come in your pants when you eat it, like Food Wars style.
That would be pretty fucking cool.
I want to make someone come with my cooking. Like that. That's like empowering.
Yeah, honestly. My brain is like going like, how possible is that? To
I
actually do
guarantee
something
you
like
it's
that?
possible. I have had some food where I like involuntarily moan. You ramp that up like 2-3 decibels.
No, well, I mean, true. Yeah, I actually,
Yeah.
I remember mentioning like a while ago where it's like my mom was cooking ribs, and I was like, this
Yes.
was so good. I was Arthur clenched fisting. It was just so intense. My body needed that shit right now.
Mom, stop! You're gonna make me come. it's ethically unviable. I don't like this.
It's a weird kind of indirect incest over here.
No, Mom, these ribs are so good. This is like indirect incest.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm crying. Okay. I put we are so used to Iku being silly goofy that we don't bat an eye, but seeing Rana invoke her methodology helps us understand Iku's mindset around pain. I really enjoy because it's a good chapter writing method that Nakamura has invoked here, where he basically has just been like, oh hey, this thing that Iku always does, we've gotten used to it being silly, goofy, wild, wacky. People kind of scoff at it. She's silly, she's weird, but here she is. She takes that methodology, puts it on a normal girl, and now it's easier for people to understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it's a good excuse for her to explain it in such explicit detail because she's trying to I guess teach another person. Yeah, normally when you're teaching people, you kind of you do really lay out the whole spread because normally it's bad writing for a character to just almost literally look at the camera as Iku does at one point and just say, yeah, this is what I'm about as a character. But yeah, when you're teaching someone, that's very natural to do so.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And that's what I like reading this series because I get a lot out of reading into subtext. I do it with every series I read. It's almost like it's basic reading comprehension shit.
Right.
But like you'd be surprised how many people don't do it. But like, and I'm not even trying to glaze myself up. I just find it really fun. Like I say this a lot. That's why it's what I call agendas, right? Like I enjoy reading these chapters and being like, the way that fucking Eru blinked there, kind of a homophobic blink. That's the joke.
I'm just mad. Like what would a homophobic blink look like? But yeah.
Well, it's like she's who is she hanging out with? Is it the gay characters? Is she kind of like annoyed?
Yeah.
That's pretty homophobic. No,
Yeah,
but
like we've seen this is like the third time she hasn't hung out with the basically canonically gay characters.
yeah, what the
Kind of
fuck?
suspicious. You know?
But yeah, no, it's super fun and yeah, just a really good glimpse at Iku. I'm already seeing normies moving her up, fucking the sheeple moving her up in their tier lists.
Right.
I saw.
You don't even deserve it. You're coming on only after it's obvious that she is her. Like
It is funny that happens because like on the one hand, I'm trying really. I was watching a Hassan Piker video.
oh yeah. You once you brought it up, I know exactly what you're gonna.
Do you?
Bring
The
up,
one
yeah,
where
I
he's
know.
talking.
I think so,
he
yeah.
watched Abdul talking to the Trump voters.
Oh, okay. Not okay. That I was thinking of when we was talking about how now that it's been years after October 7th, everyone's like, yeah, I was I was totally with the down with the Palestinians, and you're the one who's messed up for only coming onto my side now that it's been like 3 years since it happened. But it's like you, buddy, you were also the time when you didn't know anything about that shit. Like I remember my only exposure to the Palestine-Israel conflict was fucking Bill Wirtz, like the throwaway line in his the entire history of the world, I guess.
What a great video.
That was like my entire understanding of it until.
Well, if you have a decent framework of your morality, you can kind of look and be like, which side's killing more children?
Yes.
That's really all it kind of comes down to. But beyond that, I'm having such bad memory today. What was I bringing? What
You're talking about Abdul's recent.
Oh yeah. So it was a video where Abdul was. It's a guy running for Senate where I live, and he was talking.
You probably heard of him, given that he's in one of the biggest. If you're American, he's in one of the biggest, national elections in the country. But yeah, anyway.
About to get another progressive in the Senate, baby. But anyway, he was talking to Trump voters, trying to win them over, blah, blah, blah. And, like, the amount of people, like, median voters you get where it's like, yeah, I voted for Republicans and Democrats and blah, blah, blah. And, like, Hassan said something where he's like, I'm happy that they're Abdul curious. I'm happy that they're seeing the light now, but I cannot comprehend how these people's minds work. Right? Because, for you, people like you and me, it's like so obvious. It's night and day, Republican, Democrat. They're both bad, but like it's like night and day how bad they are. So like it's fucked, but there is like an element of that with people loving Iku now where I'm just like.
That's crazy. I don't disagree, but that's insane. It's like.
I mean, like I'm trying to remain what's it called? Meek,
like neutral,
I suppose.
Welcoming, not.
Yeah,
don't want to scare off the newcomers.
It's the same thing where like when you see someone. I hate that this is a thing that exists within human minds, but like. If there's something that I've liked for years and then it gets super popular, there's always a like, you don't like it the same way I do. It's
you
just
only like it because it's popular. I liked it because it was good type shit.
And people will be like, oh, that's a very hipster mentality. But like, I've always kind of fucked with hipsters. I think hipsters kind of got it. Oh yeah. Like hipsters have the best style, the best music, the best fucking, I fuck with hipster shit personally. I'll say it. I'll be brave enough to say it.
All right.
Yeah. But anyway,
and now it's hipster in a different way, where it's like people have basically forgotten all about it. So being a writing for the hipsters is hipsterish in its own way.
Indeed. All that to say, I will welcome you into the Iku camp. But here's what I ask of you:
gracious arms and whatnot.
Well, here's all what I more like shaking trepidatious arms, but I'm using that word right? Where I'm like cautious about it because I've been burned by you fuckers too many times. Here's the thing, okay?
I'm sure. Yeah, like you're welcoming in people who are like, Iku was basically just baseball bat, horny, hit in the ass type shit, and they're like, fuck, maybe I was too harsh on you.
So here's what I ask of you, okay? Because what I've been saying for like actually a year and a half now is like just trust, okay? Like it's Nakamura. They're all gonna get characterization. Yep. Okay. So when we don't get an Iku chapter for like 2 years past this, don't then be like, she sucks again. I need you to have a memory longer than a goldfish, right? I need you to take the whole series as a package deal, right? Like, you can say, it's been a while since she's had something, but remember the things that are undoubtedly happening off screen. This casual, chill, normal conversation they had in the hallway, this is happening all the time with Iku and other girls off screen, okay? You just see the highlights, quote unquote, that Nakamura want you to see. So that's all I ask of you is just remember this, okay? All of these sides of Iku exist. I'm just always looking for them and compiling them in my mind. Another one I used to think about before this is the daily life where Rentaro and Iku are running. There's nothing at all about masochism, her ass getting smacked. They're just having a nice morning run. She gets embarrassed when there's water on her, right? She has the ability, like beyond the ass stuff, she's just like a sporty girl. She likes to work out. She sounds like she'd be super fun to hang out with. And if you're not into the ass smacking stuff, you say so. And then she says, okay. And then you move on, right? And then you do other shit with her. So remember that like all of these characters have elements that you don't see. The only thing that you need to make it elevate from a headcanon to canon is one piece of evidence. If you can point to a piece of evidence anywhere in the canon that they are capable of normal conversations, blah, 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 then you can extrapolate that probably happens often off screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just here being like, thank fucking God no one slanders Rin like this, because I don't know what I would
Ugh.
do if they were if I had to suffer through like oh, he's just violence this, violence that. She would fucking murder the whole school, the whole class just to see their blood. I'll be like, bro.
Oh, I mean, we got a lot of people, a lot of pushback on the. Oh, was Rentaro ripping
wait,
himself
yeah,
in half
there-
too much for her? Because there was a lot of people that, and you know, I saw some compelling evidence. Like the blush lines were a little different than the lines that were on Matsuri's face of fear. So like, I agree with your interpretation of that she was probably just like scare roused, right? But I do think it was more scare than roused, right? Because we didn't get the
Yes.
sharp teeth. We didn't. There was like a holy fuck, but also like whoa, but you know, like it,
Yeah, once she realized it was safe and everything was okay, she was like, oh, I'm gonna return that memory.
that goes
tonight.
into the
Like,
memory bank, yeah. But all that to say, right? I there's this like there is this what's the word? Instinctual need to return all characters to their like one Flanderized trait, and
yeah.
it's something that
it's
you
like
should.
it's like a center of gravity type
Yes!
shit. It's, like
It's something
you
you
need
must push
constant
back
little
against.
pushes to.
Sorry, did you have more to say? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, yeah, it was like more like gravity metaphors, where like, I need constant little like pushes to keep in orbit around, like to go through their whole orbit of character, not just getting stuck on like whatever people consider to be the center of gravity.
It is interesting how it reminds me of the I can't remember if this was just a BioShock quote or if this was something that real people said about like capitalism, but like the great chain that pulls us all type shit. Does that sound familiar to you at all? It might just be a BioShock thing. Either
Yeah,
way,
probably.
yeah. There's a lot of interesting things to read about with like these like natural forces, right? And like it really does happen. I was just watching a 3BS Skyen video about why you don't get a lot of like detailed old characters in anime because it takes a lot of time to draw those lines and stuff, and then it becomes like a weird self-fulfilling prophecy where
Momentum.
Yep,
Bringing
so-
in more
so-
of those physics metaphors.
anime studios want to save money, so they say, hey, simplify your character designs a bit. And then kids grow up with those simplified character designs, and then their inspirations for when they make their own stuff are those simplified character designs, and then their character designs are simplified, and then the studios that they work for say, hey, simplify them more so that we can save more money, and then it's just, this is how things happen. And if it's the artists that go down in history are the ones that push back against that inertia. You know what I mean? And so like I really appreciate how much Nakamura is aware of this as a concept, right? Like you can tell that the way that he formats his series, giving all the girls these solo chapters, he is aware of the need to always push back against the inertia of Flanderization. I mean, it happened in The Simpsons. They didn't meet. There was no intention to Flanderize these characters in The Simpsons. It just happened because of how long the show went.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there probably were like artists or writers coming on the show who'd grown up on The Simpsons, and
Yep.
they had their own. Because of that, they had their own kind of like conception of the characters. It's based on rather than the first principles that the original writers are probably using to sort of keep that initial what's the word, like density of characters. So they just have a summary of the character based on what they've seen in the show, and that obviously becomes like, I don't know, it's necessarily a like kind of surface level read of the thing.
That takes us back to, in a nice, neat bow, it takes us back to the Backrooms movie thing I was telling you about. How, you know, it's
Yep.
easy to. A lot of. Fucking Hank Green has. No, it's John Green, his brother, has a book called Everything is Tuberculosis. And
Yeah.
and it's a book about how you can tie a lot of shit back to tuberculosis. Apparently, I haven't read it, but like I would argue.
I watched his video on that, and yeah, I can see, because I mean, like apparently, like a lot of beauty standards that we have nowadays kind of come from like we had heroin chic in the 90s. They had tuberculosis chic in like the 1890s. I guess
Crazy.
is essentially the takeaway.
Well, the reason I bring that up is that you can make the argument. There's a lot of things that you can make the argument like really attached to everything. Capitalism is one of them, right? But like the natural atrophy, like that pretty much applies to everything. It's like not only is it a law in the universe, like space slowly atrophies, the radiation entropy. I'm so
rhymes. But I mean, they basically mean the same
things?
thing, and they
Okay.
rhyme, so it's
sorry. Oh,
like
perfect.
nice little semantic and phonetic,
Yeah. Well, either way, it's interesting that like in this video we were talking about how Iku, at least if I was attempting to overcomplicate what's happening here, because that's what I like to do, right? I like to take my silly little fun harem series and make them like Shakespearean complex
Right.
novels, because it's fun for me. That's what I like. So Iku, in an attempt to break free, and she's only a high schooler, but like in an attempt to break free from the natural atrophy of both her physical and mental body, she tries to push herself every day, because the only way to make sure that you're not atrophying is to make sure you're improving every day. If you're not improving, you're getting worse. I think it's probably her mentality, right? And that same, we take that to this conversation of like also characterization, right? From take it out of the series perspective and into the meta perspective, Iku's character was beginning to atrophy, but Nakamura is aware of that with all the characters, and he made this chapter, and I appreciate that. Whenever I'm writing, I try very hard to always think like, okay, whenever I'm doing dialogue for these girls, I'm like, what would they probably say? And then I think of the thing they'd probably say. And then I'm like, okay, how can I have them say that, but in slightly different of a way so it doesn't feel like robotic? I'm always trying to think like, because not every line has to be their thing, right? If Mimi has some lines in a thing that I'm writing, not every line she says has to be about beauty. She can also talk about normal things. Mimi can talk about like going and taking a walk or getting some McDonald's or whatever. She'll probably slide
She doesn't
beauty
have to
in
use the
there at
word
some point.
naturally every time, like that kind of thing.
Exactly, right? So you can have like a character do something that isn't necessarily their character. A great example is I have Momoji. So in part 2 of the Iku fic that I'm working on, Rentaro and Iku they have like one of my favorite kinks in hentai is like marathon fucking. Like oh, we've been fucking for like 12 hours. It's super hot. So I have all the girls have basically like gathered and they're watching, and they're like kind of fascinated at like how long it's going. Momoha is setting up a betting pool so people can bet for how long until they both pass out or stop fucking. But I have I said Momoha, right? I said Momoha there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Momoji is like, I use her as like my expository dialogue where Ira walks in, she gets back from college, they're still fucking. And I have the narrator is basically like, at this point, Iku and Rentaro had been fucking for so long that girls that had like prior obligations like college or work had left while they were fucking and came back to them still fucking. And so Ira walks in and Momoji is like sitting on the ground watching them fuck, eating popcorn, and she's like, yeah, you came at a good time actually. It looks like Iku's about to pass out. You want some popcorn? And I just have her like hold up like a buttery, I describe it as like a buttery handful of popcorn dripping off her hands, and then Ira's like, I'm good, thank you. Notice how that dialogue had nothing to do with groping. I didn't feel the need to like make her say something about groping. I was like, oh, Momoji would be a great...
Not even mention that she perhaps groping the popcorn in her hand. No, she's just holding it like a normal fucking human being. But yeah.
Well, all that to say, right? I was like, who would be a good expository voice in this moment? But also make it kind of funny, because what does Momoji do beyond just groping? She says things in a very casual, chill way. So to describe the fact that they've been fucking for 10 hours but make it funny because she's like, oh yeah, you came in at a good time actually. So yeah, that's a good way to use these characters, right? Like, you have their main thing, but like expound that bubble in your head and be like, what else could they theoretically do in the bubble that is their mind web, I guess, right? It doesn't always have to,
Yes.
Even if 60, 70, 80% of their mind is groping, Momoji has done other things. Find those and extrapolate out from her character,
Yes, traverse their character logical matrix. Don't just assume that wherever you happen to have been when you make this character is the only point on that
Yes.
space.
So now with Rana, now that Rana exists, right? If I wanted to have someone be like super competitive, I could throw her in there. It doesn't just have to be like a how vulgar comment. I can have her show up and be like, you guys racing? I want to race. Is Momoji's there, right? I'm fucking beating her. It's just...
They're like, the Matthews are just like, no, I have shit to do. I'm sorry, I can't do this. And they're like, oh, but Momiji he had to beat all of us. So we're just kind of like, we're trying to be here. It's like, what did you say? Like, he turned, like, he does a fucking like anime head turn.
Momoji has the fucking JoJo menacing aura around her.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So it's super fun to write when you start to kind of view it from that perspective. It's always a challenge to complexify to use a word that isn't real. These characters.
That is a word.
Is it
just
really?
very like yeah, it is a real word, but it's kind of like one of those like goofy words where it's like,
Well,
yeah,
I'm gonna use it again. It's fun to try to complexify these characters as much as you can while still making them the character, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, I've pretty much done the exact same thing with my Day Live fanfic. And I mean, you gotta figure out what the character's core thing is, and then that allows you to like
you can start
expand
asking
out
yourself
in, like, a
questions in your
logical
head.
way,
Yeah.
yeah.
How would they respond to this? How would they respond to this? You know, Iku, she views everything. Everyone has a framework, right? People have frameworks. I
Yep.
view multiple things through my framework of like something that Reyes and I have talked about a lot is I hate efficiency. Like I just like to the point where I've gotten like almost comically annoyed at it because my whole life I've been kind of on the slower end. For context, I had an autism test where they tested a bunch of facets of my brain, and one of the stats that stood out to me was I had a 9 percentile processing speed, which meant that 89% of the people that took that test were able to process things faster than I could. And that really resonated with me because my whole life, like I said, I'd been put out into the hall to finish tests and stuff. So now that I've gone through life and I've seen just how much the world prioritizes speed and efficiency over the actual quality of the work, and it's gotten me kind of pissed and annoyed. So now a lot of the decisions I make come from like just an almost childlike hatred of efficiency. I try to slow myself down and that causes a lot of friction between me and coworkers. That causes a lot of friction between, you know, me and managers, at bosses at work. You know, and obviously I'm not being a douche. I'm not going like slow on purpose at work. But like, you know, whenever I'm like home doing, I don't know, like relaxing, I'm like, now is not the time to be efficient because I need to let my brain rest. So anyway, you take that core and then extrapolate it out to every possible decision. So okay, I'm writing Iku going and getting a burger at McDonald's. Well, okay, she's gonna do it really, really high energy, like, I hope you're having a great day, McDonald's worker. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just, you know, you can write things for Iku that have nothing to do with masochism. It's just like her general vibe. You know. Anyway, I'm done yapping. I just had it was good writing talk.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else on this chapter, or are we moving on to?
I mean, just one of my favorite ending lines. Like, oh no, I'm good, thanks. Like she says it with the most congenial smile, like just. Oh yeah, just classic honey girlfriend.
What you didn't see is the next page where Iku's like, "All right, hit me up when you change your mind, though. You'll be back."
You know, we're getting back to that gay subtext here, where it's like, I mean, I kind of know that you're an egg essentially for this particular subset of humanity. I'm letting you incubate, but I kind of see the potential in you.
All right.
But before we move on, we gotta mention the preview for next week.
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
You know, it's like, am I just coping, or are we getting 2 mainline chapters back to back? Like, I mean, it's like
the red agenda keeps winning. Moonlight was triggered as fuck. You can't keep getting away with this. No, yeah, I mean,
when the Usa-chan chapter comes out, he's gonna be singing a different tune.
It's true. Well, listen, it's funny that like back to back, these are characters that are getting focuses. These are characters that I've been pushing for a long time that are more complex than they let on, getting focuses back to back. So it does feel as though what I think is that Nakamura finally caught up with our backlog.
Right.
No. But honestly, it is very, very cool. It's nice to, and it's a reminder to everyone that like, be patient when you read 100 Girlfriends, because everyone's girl will get focus eventually. You just must have patience.
We're gonna be in here for the long haul. Like, we're gonna be here until
35
40.
at least.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So
right.
I mean, everyone's girl is gonna get their time in the spotlight. So
indeed,
just be patient, be steadfast, be like the spouse of the soldier who's off at war, and you're getting these little notes of them explaining their harrowing experiences, and you just gotta be like, I can't wait. I'm waiting patiently for you to return home, my love. You know,
but my pussy is throbbing more and more every day. Tie a yellow ribbon around
my audience pussy is throbbing.
Yeah,
your
I mean,
characterological cock. Like,
thank you, Nakamura, for my pussy has been filled. Yeah, I
Yes.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
So-
my Rin pussy is waiting, but yeah, that sounds weird. I mean,
Ooh, Ren's pussy is waiting.
my pussy for Rin, not the pussy of Rin. To be clear,
Rayos likes Rin so much that he's actually evolved a pussy that is the only
yeah,
use
I
of it
cut
on
it
his
into
body.
myself.
Oh,
I
God.
did self
Ew. All right.
self bottom
Too
surgery.
much. We took it too far. You took it too far.
Yeah, I was like, do I like? Because I did that. I was like, do I say I did it, or do I allow Red to like spread
Take the blame.
The blame.
I suppose we should briefly kind of question what this Tama chapter is going to be.
Yeah, encroaching on our territory. I mean,
I'm assuming.
like
sorry, go ahead.
alluded to. I mean, that does imply that she has to like react to some shit that's happening in the world. I guess.
Yes. Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
push back against it.
Tama will have to push back against the natural atrophy of her mental and physical health.
You know, imagine it's like just an actual cat. And it's like, you
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw that hinted at it in a daily life, I believe, right? Where it was like,
know, she got jealous.
you
of,
like that? You
of
like
a
that
female
fucking-
cat?
You like that cat, huh?
And she did the fucking like, oh my! I was like, oh my lord, that was
some Gap Moe.
Yeah, that was some Gap characterization. I was like, oh my lord, like I me hold my hands up like I'm being arrested. Like I had thought, Tama was kind of just
Simple.
about being lazy, and then I mean, I mean, not even simple. Whereas I thought like that was just her core character, like kernel, like operating system.
We added a
like,
moon orbiting around the core
Right, yeah.
planet of her mind.
And getting to see that kind of, it was like it fundamentally altered my opinion and perspective on that girl. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that simple. That's all it takes.
I really do love that about this series because that's me too, man. Like it really like I've long since mentioned that Uto, the moment where she's like, I'm a fraud, right? To Kiki was like
Himika.
really
yeah,
huge
yeah,
for
Kiki,
me.
Himika, whatever.
Oh, even like just the scene where she's like laying on the hammock with her Ocarina for Dummies book. I mean, these little things can
And
do
the radio is just going on in the background. and
so
she's like,
much.
very nice, very moody atmosphere.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. And then yeah, I mean, in terms of my thoughts on the next Tama chapter, I'm hopeful that it pushes her character to an extent. It's not just I'm jealous of another cat. Like I do hope that it's like.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't even think about it like that. That'd be kind of. It would be funny. Like imagine
Yeah.
like when like a sibling you're a kid and your parents have a new kid and you're like, oh fuck, now I'm like
Well, maybe the rooftop cat makes her reappearance.
Yeah.
Where's that rooftop cat been, huh?
yeah, that'd be
Waiting
interesting.
for this
I don't think
moment.
The rooftop cat was in the manga. It's
What?
been in the anime. Yeah,
No, the rooftop
I mean, it's
cat
still,
is-
I think
no,
it's still
no,
like
you're
one
wrong.
time.
The
I mean,
rooftop cat.
it's just like once or twice in the manga, but then it gets way more appearances in the anime type thing.
Because the rooftop
interesting
cat
to
was
see it
there
return.
to paw at Karane's pussy in
Yeah,
chapter
yeah,
2.
that was like its initial appearance, but then we had like a moment where like when Shizuka is getting like grilled by Karane in the anime, we see like the cat kind of react to that. But I don't think it's in the manga.
I mean, hey, it was there in canon. It could still come back then. Like, I would
Yeah.
love it if the rooftop cat, like, oh my god, where's this cat been? Oh, we missed
Yeah,
this
actually,
cat
yeah,
so
imagine
much.
like I'm imagining the whole like Tama comes up to the roof and then like the group is all like around like something. So like, I guess Rentaro's getting his daily kisses, but no, it's a white cat just looks like what's the word, like luxuriating under everyone's like attention. He's like, oh, what's so good about that cat? That hussy. I'm like, I'm over here, aren't I? Like,
Right. Sorry, I'm chewing more almonds. So then, too, like, it'd be like, okay, wait a minute. Why don't you guys ever pet me like that? Do you not really see me as a cat?
oh damn. Yeah, are you not what's the word, like recognizing my identity or something, like crazy.
That'd be interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all I ask for is one litter box in class joke.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, we over here at the Nakamura place, we like to listen a little bit to some Joe Rogan every once in a while. It's a very popular American English. I just do it to like practice my English, but I heard apparently they're doing some crazy stuff over there in America. I mean,
I've got it, dude. Someone goes into like, because obviously Tama doesn't go to school there, But like someone goes into like Hahari's office or something, and she's got like a litter box there for Tama, and then she's like, I knew it. I knew your schools were doing this. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like a journalist from abroad. Remember that one?
Dogon-san over here.
Remember that one, like, Why Do You Sing chapter where it was like a foreign singer?
Yeah.
It's just some like foreign journalist shows up and I knew it. Litter boxes in classrooms, and then Tama like fucking comes around the corner as like a human girl, like in.
Wow.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I was coughing up almonds. So yeah, do we want to talk about Nano or volume extras first?
Well, I mean, I got my notes on the volume extras a while. And see. Well, let's go there first. I'd say.
Volume extra first.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 26.
Because I think it would be a little bit of a letdown to end on the volume extras because they're good, but they
How dare you?
Because we didn't even get some backstory on like Eru. That was crazy. We didn't get to see we didn't get to get either confirmation that she's been like this since a baby or
yes, that's so interesting.
This confirmation.
Yeah, I was tripping. I was like, am I crazy? Because we usually get fucking confirmation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm flipping through like, did I miss a page? Or
yeah. Which is interesting, right? Because that could lend credence to the fact that maybe there is something more to Eru's backstory that we're going to see more later in like a canon.
Like Hinako was like, I can't, I gotta show this in the main line. Like I can't even put it in the extras. That would be doing this girl a disservice.
That's what I want to believe. I want to believe that so bad that Eru's backstory is actually like super intense and it's going to be like an integral part of like a mainline chapter.
Than the ocean.
Well, dude, I mean like. I still don't think it's probably true, but I mean, like you had mentioned, like what if she's like the trans one, right? Because I mean, there's like a lot of weird like performative gender shit with her. There was that strange little glimpse we saw in her intro chapter where she's like strangely sad about not having twin tails, like as a little girl. The father is nowhere to be found, as far as I remember. I don't know, man. I'm fucking connecting the sticky notes with red string right now. Like, I want it.
Now that would be an incredible move from Nakamura. That'd be like,
think about it. Oh my god! Wait, I can imagine it now. It would be so crazy to like have a chapter that starts and then like someone that like knows Eru from like the past shows up and they use like he/him pronouns and they're like, what? And then she's like, I don't go by that anymore. And it's like a big thing. Ooh! I need this in my life.
But for now, she just seems like baby me. And I mean, it's kind of. I mean, she does have some traits other than that. But I mean,
nah, dude, Mimi ain't about being a trad wife, dude. that alone. That's why the Twin Tails thing is whatever. Okay.
Like, the moment in the little extra where she's like basically saying like he's doing some shit that Mimi would do. She's like, yeah, do you see everyone is like staring at my beautiful Twin Tails type shit.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
Yeah, but they're obviously just looking at fucking Rentaro walking in public indecently through the streets. Like,
if Rana was around, she'd really give him an earful for that one.
Yeah,
it's very vulgar of him to show off his cum gutters like that. I need to go get some water. Unfortunately, I've run out and my throat is getting scratchy.
I'm getting low too.
Do you have something you can yap about, and that we can trade off? Like I get water, and then.
Oh yeah.
You got something you can yap about for like 1 minute?
Damn, 1 minute. I thought I'm the one who has to go downstairs.
Brother,
what you?
How the fuck?
Okay.
1 minute is so reasonable.
I guess.
I got one of those
like
fridge spouts. I got one of those fridge spouts where it's like a tiny little stream, like, and it takes forever.
Yeah. Mine's got some real powerful stream.
Damn.
It's like a. What did Ollie from Hololive say? It's like a fucking charged rifle.
Like charging chicken. Charging chicken? You made me say it's like cooking, frying chicken.
Frying chicken, yes.
Boiling chicken? I thought I was white.
Damn. I forgot the verb.
What is frying chicken but boiling it in oil?
Yeah.
Indeed. All right, yap about something. I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay. So Miss Eru over here. I'm assuming that we're on the page of Eru. I mean, if not, that's gonna suck. But I don't know. I mean, let me have to read what she's saying. Like, do you see? I can scarcely scroll down the street without my twin tails drawing everyone's eye. Yeah, you're so right. Everyone's looking this way. Your twin tails are just that amazing, John. Like, Yeah, and then everyone's thinking, well, we'd all be thinking this moment, what the hell is up with that guy? Honestly, I kind of love dude in the background who's just like so disapprovingly looking back and he's like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, you gotta call, uh, protective services type shit. But yeah, some yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was yapping, hoping that I would have my brain would come with something more substantive to say about Eru. I mean, yeah, we already talked about the the very what's the word, like this pie in the sky agenda of her potentially being trans. But I mean, I do remember when we first met her, bringing up the potentially the Jirai K aesthetic of her being like a what they
All right,
call a
what you been yapping about,
landmine
brother?
girl in
Fill me in.
Japan. I started out by just basically just describing
A
the
B
scene
C
in
D.
detail, hoping to God that my brain would come with something more substantive to say. And then it kind of was when you come in. I was just talking about how I another agenda that I guess I had in the beginning when we met area for the first time was the Jirai aesthetic, what they call the landmine girls in Japan, where like they have kind of basically what we call a high maintenance girlfriend, but Eru kind of isn't. In some ways, she kind of is, but isn't. She's not like an overly attached girlfriend or
If
anything.
anything,
Just kind of
she
like
could be
a
an interesting twist on that because she's high
mm,
maintenance, but like also she's high maintenance for Rentaro, right?
yeah,
Like I'm high maintenance for you. I'm gonna make you a high maintenance husband.
yes. I
I
mean,
want.
that's where I'm getting some baby Mimi type shit. 'Cause that's what Mimi did to Rentaro when she first met him. But then she Mimi
Y'all.
grew out of that because she realized that was just her trauma being foisted upon other people. All hurt people type stuff.
One
But
of the
Mimi Eru hasn't had that realization yet, seemingly.
one of the fun things about this series is that we already do and are going to have so many different girlfriends and girlfriend permutations that
Yeah,
you can make in the same way that you make like a fucking like a team in a Pokemon like card
right.
game, right? Like okay, imagine all right, it's sex and you got Rentaro, Mimimi, Eru. Like that already, what a great fucking trio. And then you can swap out any of them for different girls to make interesting Rentaro, Mimi, Meme, Rentaro, Mimi, Nano, Rentaro, Mimi,
hmm
Eru, Meme, Nano. And imagine them fucking and like all the fucking shenanigans and hijinks. I love it.
Yeah, you can do that while I get my water.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so
Just go through, yeah. You talk about me going through the ABCs, but you can just go through like the girlfriend C's or whatever. Like,
well, okay. Dude, y'all, I don't know what it is. I came into this room to record, and it was just like, your throat will now create mucus. And I hate it. And I also had like a weird fucking, like, I came in here and I immediately started to feel dizzy because I have like blood sugar issues or something. I fucking hate it. Focusing up here. Eru and Mimimi, I want to see them hang out more. I want to see them do more shit because, yeah, they're super similar. And like both of them in a sexual scenario is super hot to me because they're both so, as he said, kind of high maintenance, right? They're very like, oh, my eyelashes need to be perfect. Oh, my skin needs to be perfect. So sex is something that's so rough, so intense. I guess unless you're doing like the, Shizuka, what Shizuka envisions, this like beautiful vanilla, like making love, what you'd do if you called it making love. But let's be honest, all roads lead. What is that? Is there a term that says all roads lead to something? Yeah. Let me check. All roads lead to Rome. I knew it. So much like all roads lead to Rome, all sex leads to rough sex. It's just inevitable. And if it doesn't, then you're going to get divorced. You will not be satisfying anyone. No one likes this like, oh, I love you. Oh, I love you too. And then no, bro, it's got to be ball slapping. It's got to be fucking you got to be fucking the bed frame's got to be like dum 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 dum. You got to be putting dents in the walls and shit. Anyway, sorry. So, Eru, Mimimi, Rentaro, rough bareback fucking doggy style sex where he like pulls fucking on Eru's twin tails and Mimimi is involved in some way. Let me think. I'm picturing it in my head. Doggy style on Eru, pulling her twin tails back, fucking her. And then
And
she's
Mimi
saying,
is like talking about how like good show, Eru. You look so beautiful right now with your twin tails. I could hear everything you were saying. So I couldn't respond. But yeah, like, he said like all Rome lead the way. I was like Rome. I felt like I was
the
like
moment
I
I
was watching
needed
a
you
fucking
so bad.
like I was watching a game show. I was like, it's Rome, damn it! And the person is like, Italy.
No, I didn't guess. I knew well enough to not guess.
Luckily, you have the internet to help.
Oh my god! But anyway, what I was gonna say was real quick to finish that up. Eru. So I'm glad you heard what I said, right? Because there is something. It's the Gap Moe again, right? These two really beautiful girls who are super high maintenance, all about their appearance, getting like all sweaty and their mascara running during like rough sex, super hot, right? So last thing I'll say, I'm imagining, if he's like pulling on her twin tails while fucking her. Given that, Rentero's whole thing, or Eru seems to be like, I'll let you touch my twin tails, right? So, like, I imagine she'd be chill with that. In fact, I imagine that Eru would be like, aren't my twin tails so useful, darling? He's like, yeah, they are.
She'd be using them to do, like, hair jobs, which it's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen them in the Japanese porn scene.
They're so durable.
Yeah.
Notice how you pull them like reins, and they
An
don't no split ends.
Hair condom.
My God,
diabolical.
There really is a fanfic for every single one of these girls. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, one thing about the Shizuka bit. If you've been following this artist called Hughes on, I guess on Twitter, but it's any social media, that man has been making he's been going on a fucking generational run making art of like that girl Wagari from like the I forgot what it's called. Like she looks a lot like Shizuka, kind of has the same demeanor and sort of quiet, mousy personality. But that man has been making some art of that girl. It is like the most like passionate, intimate kind of like like you're saying, ball slapping, hair strewn across your face type shit. And it's like, and he manages to maintain this sort of like delicate kind of
well, the best sex is both
soft and essentially it's just this what's the word like this agenda that I have where it's like anytime people are like, oh, she's too innocent for me to have lewd thoughts about it. I'm like, well, do you think only like only like lewd, quote unquote, lewd body women have sexual thoughts? I mean, even
that's
the librarian,
fucking problem that Rana keeps running into. Yeah.
Yep. Even the fucking frumpy ass librarian wants to get their back blown out.
Yeah.
And they probably have way more
experience, stories.
Not even necessarily experience, just way more like ideas than these people who with their freaking locked in kind of like conceptions and presumptions about this other thing. I mean, they probably read some insane shit that'll blow your mind and your
blow your mind and your back out.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I mean, that's why I've mentioned Shizuka for the longest time. It's like Shizuka is very clearly someone who it's Shizuka is the definition of like the watch out for the quiet girls. It's always the quiet girls, like
her or Meme, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Meme and Shizuka both want to be fucking destroyed. They're both incredibly subby and want to be destroyed.
Yeah.
And it's I hope to see it one day. Now the trans Rentaro agenda continues.
The trans Eru agenda. I mean, I guess.
No. Next, move next on.
Oh wait. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't. I mean, that was totally on me misunderstanding the situation. Yeah.
Sorry, I had scrolled. I should have mentioned. But no, I mean, this is like there's a lot of people in our server that want Rentaro to be the 100th girlfriend. Have we talked about that?
Ooh. Okay. I've heard it said in like having a clone or something, but yeah, him being his own girlfriend, that'd be some like some Luigi Kiyoshi himself type shit where he looks into a mirror. But I'm pretty sure he's looked into a mirror before, unless he's actually the 0th girlfriend, I don't know if it would work.
Listen, there's a lot of Rentaro cross-dressing in this manga, okay?
I mean, true, but to be fair, the Japanese have been way more comfortable with cross-dressing and that sort of thing than us Westoids. So
it's true, but Rentaro really loves women. And when you love women that much, just become one.
You want to become them. What was it? Not American Psycho. The Hitchcock film about the guy who like kills his mom and then like tries to become her or some shit and had like the famous opening scene where like the woman gets stabbed in the shower. I forget what it's called. Like I'm
Psycho.
pretty sure it has the word psycho in it. Oh, okay,
It's just Psycho, for sure.
yeah. Okay, I got boomed by the American Psycho bit trying to. And I was trying to go too far in the other direction. But yeah.
Man, shout outs to people who try to make one word movies, but then probably have to Google and see if that's a movie that's existed.
Right.
And they're like, God damn it!
But Rentaro is not. Well, okay, he is kind of a psycho, but in the best way, right?
Yeah.
he's not murdering. He's not murdering people who who have the potential to threaten his girlfriends in the future. Maybe he's
There
he's
was
not
that one
psycho.
chapter in the woods where he probably did kill some people.
Yeah,
Listen, man, it's whatever.
half of that was justified. Yes.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever. Oh, dude, whenever I moan like that, it's because I've scrolled to the next page. Tama laying
but
on...
I have
more?
one thing I wanted to mention
please,
in the previous one. Just it was crazy seeing Meme also having the monster mouth thing. That she's also. I mean, I'm sure we've seen her do that before, but it's just like I'm not seeing her character do that.
What's funny is I'm looking at who's reacting here, right? Meme is the one who I think would most be into this whole like boy dressing as girl, and then the other three are just kind of like I wouldn't consider that from them, which makes me think that basically the way that Nakamura writes them is that just all of them love this, which is exactly how it was written when they originally had him cross-dress in the Hahari Mansion arc. So like I think that basically like the way that Nakamura knows how to write this is just like it is just a fact of the universe. All women like it when their man cross-dresses. It's just women like that shit.
Or at least the 100 girlfriends do. But I don't know. Maybe we can get some. If you are a girlfriend, please feel free to comment down below if you're also into your boyfriend cross-dressing.
Well, this is one.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of women's clothing is pretty. What's the word? It's pretty pretty. So, I mean, it's not.
Well, this is one of those
Not necessarily
acknowledgments.
Segregated.
Or this is one of those reminders for me that 100 Girlfriends is really. It's written with a certain target audience in mind. I mean, this is not like a tough man audience, you know what I mean? Like
right.
Like this is a very like lefty thing. This is a very like for the gays thing, to like constantly be like, oh, we love cross-dressing Rentaro. I mean, it's something that Nakamura specifically did as like fan service in the manga multiple times, where it's like, oh, look, Rentaro in girl clothes. Don't you like that? It's very for the gays. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, I mean, don't really see anything to disagree with. Yeah,
fantastic. Tama laying on Karane's lap is very, very cute.
Yeah,
and like this is great because it's grass is always green on the other side shit. It's body dysmorphia shit. It's everything I love about this manga.
But the grass is greenest where you water it. It's like some motivational meme ass
exactly.
line,
Tama, wear a binder. Karane, pad your bra.
Yep.
And you can approach each other's levels.
Like it's just barely meet in the middle.
But yeah, this is of course following up the daily life segment where Tama was like, I really wish I had a body like Karane's, slender and cat-like, and I could jump around and be
like
crawl on shit.
He's even turned into a cat in the anime. I've never had that happen to me before. Actually, he does. Tama does turn into a cat. At least the non-didactic.
The creature formerly known as Tama.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just super cute. And we get a lot to love here, right? Tama's no doubt braless tits struggling to be contained in this hoodie. We got some nice Karane leg. I love it when girls sit like this with their little like knees bent back. It's very cute.
Mm-hmm. And then we get we get that nice slight, angle of Karane's chest. I mean, that's something you can only get with small boobied women. Like you can't.
Yeah. And they're both so sad. They're both like, if only. Can we please have body swap with just these two? Body swap chapter with just these two, please?
Yeah, just go to. You have someone right there who can like help you feel what it's like to be in each other's bodies.
Oh, the bliss that they would both feel.
Yeah, it's like we've done multiple times. We know what the risks are, and we know how to mitigate them. So I mean, really, I don't know why they aren't doing that more often.
You would have a question answered too, right? If Karane goes into Tama's body, you would have the answer to the question of like, is Tama's laziness genetic or mental? Right, like does Karane go into Tama's body and instantly feel tired, and it's like, oh, you have like a physical problem like that. You're lazy because you're always tired.
Weight.
Yeah,
to like diagnose
Yes.
the type of issue people have. Like, oh my lord.
All right, moving on.
Like, Kusari is really just sitting on these world-shaking inventions like it's nothing.
That's why I want the Kusari Goes to College arc. Please.
Yeah.
All right, I'm on the cute little they're asleep together page. Matsuri
little-
continues
little,
to be the best tomboy ever.
Yeah.
God, look at her.
We're
I
getting
will-
the classic trio here of beauty, brains, and bronze. Just,
Aw,
I don't know, just Nakamura's pulling from like the classics over here.
I never even thought about that. That's a good point. Good to know that Chio is just as what's the word? What's the word for like not taking good care of something or like reckless? I'll say reckless. She's just as reckless with her glasses as I am, where I just like
Oh
I'll
my
just
God,
take them
yeah.
off, not in a case, put them on the floor when I sleep. I do this all the
Well, I
time.
mean, yeah, I mean, I basically do put them on my like bedstand. I mean, I don't know. I mean, not.
The
There's
people
no
in
like, there's
my
like
life,
hammer fairies going around and hammering shit that's just left on tables. Like,
the hammer fairy is
fine.
my fucking feet. I'll tell you, because I've definitely
Oh.
crushed a couple pairs. The people in my life have constantly berated me and told me that I should have them in a fucking case, basically. But yeah, I mean, who the fuck's got time for that? I take the
I
glasses
mean,
off.
I'm,
and put
yeah,
them-
I'm out here. I clean them with my fucking like shirt, and my mom was like, you need to be using the
I get the wipies.
cloth that
Yeah.
the cloth you got with the thing. I'm like, I don't need it. I have a shirt right here.
I have a shirt that will give it millions of micro scratches over time until it's just blur that I see.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on the material. My glasses are typically pretty.
All right, next
I
time
mean,
we
they
hang out,
stay
I'm
pretty good.
inspecting your glasses. I'm gonna take them off. I'm gonna be like, nerd,
I've had these ones
dweeb.
for at least a year. So, I mean, I can.
I'm putting them up to the light.
Yeah.
If there's any scratches at all,
I mean, the main issue is that for some reason they've been like they got kind of bent recently, so they're like when I'm not. I guess it must be because I've been wearing my headphones a lot more often because I started wearing them at work.
Do you got the
then
headphone
you-
dent in your skull?
My hair, yes, not my skull.
You know
Yeah,
about
because
that
of that-
joke, right?
Yes. Peanut ass head. Yeah, but because of that, they start slipping off. Like if I have any amount of like sweat or like
Oh,
face
that
oils
shit
on them.
sucks.
Yeah.
I had one where I go
Trying
ahead,
to
sorry.
like bend them back, but like I don't want to break them. But,
Yeah, with your monstrous strength.
yeah.
I had one where it bent to the point where like it was constantly like one side was higher than the other a bit, and I could always tell, and it annoyed the fuck out of me. But yeah, I will say I'm a man of my word. I'm a fair man. If my agendas have evidence against them, I will point it out. So I came into this volume extra looking for homophobic Eru evidence, and I will say Eru's clinging pretty tightly onto Chio's arm there. Not very homophobic.
Well, to be fair, she is a Japanese girl where they have much more. They have a little literal term for it called skinship, where they're like,
That's
we're just two girls touching each other like.
So what
girls.
would make it
That's not-
homophobic if like pussy was involved?
I guess, but I mean, it'd be like it's more like the homophobia is coming from the fact that they can't even imagine, they can't even conceptualize girl love, so they just assume, oh, they must be really good friends.
No, for
kind
real.
Of, kind of like what Rentaro has done occasionally, humorously, usually. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just friend stuff. Like this is everyone
Yeah.
does this, but then once like a kiss happens, no.
And they start like holding each other's hands for like like emotional support. They start like like honestly, yeah, if you've seen Yuri bait anime, then that's the kind of shit where like they look like they're about to kiss the character, but then they like whisper sensually in their ear and shit like that. It's like,
Oh yeah, they whisper at their ear, and then their face goes all red, and from the bottom
Yeah.
to the top, like.
once we see that happening, then we can start making some actual assessment on Eru's ally status.
Yeah. For context, for those who aren't in the know of that running gag, I like to imagine that she feels very much to me like the type of person who has never even considered that that's an option, right? Like, girls can kiss girls? What do you mean? That's not right. Like, that's kind of what I think it'd be kind of cute.
Yeah,
If that was
I
like
do
an
love
arc
the
for her.
idea of someone who's been watching this video for like what 4 hours, not knowing about the Eru is like homophobic gag. Like,
Dude, I'll be honest. Tragically, I don't know what it is. I'm like very out of it today. I've been trying. Like, this is one of those. Sometimes I can film with you, and it's like I can just fucking like Momoji style, 60% effort, and I'm knocking it out of the park. Today, it's like every neuron is focused. I'm like shaking and like have a cold sweat, and I don't know why, but I'm locking in. So apologies. I hope that I've come off as what's the word? Competent,
yeah.
sentient,
I mean,
even.
I mean, honestly, I've been feeling like I've been not as on my A game. Because I mean, I don't know.
Something in the air.
Like we mentioned, the chapter kind of was just, it's just too good to really like analyze properly.
And I genuinely am having some weird ass brain fog right now, but I'm locking in. Like I said,
we got like at least an hour left, so we're gonna have to
no
really lock in.
No. Okay.
I'm timing it. It's 1:10 where I'm at right now, so
I need to be done, I'd say, within the hour, because my mom does want to call me. And remember when my mom called like 2 hours ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do need to eat. I need to do other things today. Oh my god.
I've been snacking. I've been sneaking snacks in between, like muting my mic and fucking eating things, hoping that it would fix whatever's going on with my brain right now. I'm eating a Nature Valley soft baked breakfast bar, banana chocolate chip. Delicious. Sponsor.
We get a kickback from every purchase that they make.
You have to talk. I just took a big bite.
Okay, we'll move to the Sue. And,
Akko's
yeah,
stupid.
I'm
No, I'm just kidding. I love her.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you too. Oh my lord. Yeah, why am I not surprised?
I do have things to say
Akko
about this.
he is a cute creature. He's not a smart creature, and Sue is a number creature, not a smart creature. So. Yeah.
Almost done chewing.
Yeah, at least they did. They have the what's the word? The studiousness to actually fucking study. So.
Oh yeah. So here's the thing about Akko, right? We talked about this before. Akko is emotionally intelligent, right?
Yeah.
That is different from math intelligent. I have a
if
feeling
we lived in a proper civilization where they had emotional intelligence tests, like I'm not sure that actually
God,
that's
that'd
a
be
little
nice.
dystopian. But that just depends, because I imagine our world doing it would probably be very dystopian. But in a universe where they had a very different cultural evolution, I could see it being more nice, I guess.
This reminds me of a TikTok I saw a couple years ago where it was like, why didn't they teach reading comprehension in school? And they were like, they did. It was English class.
Yeah, you apparently missed the boat. So.
No, so something we've talked a lot about with Akko in the past is she's a very emotionally intelligent person. Like she's very good. She honestly would be a very good therapist. She helped Sue through her stuff. Akko never comes off as stupid to me. So when this kind of volume extra came out, I had a lot of doomerism that I saw. I didn't have doomerism, to clarify. I saw a lot of doomerism in our Discord where they were like, no, it's over. Akko's stupid. And I'm like, this is math, bro. Math is the furthest from general intelligence. Math is like a fucking it's like AI nano shit. You know what I mean? It's a whole separate side of your brain. So I personally headcanon that Akko is probably generally pretty all right, like an average student in English, writing, social studies, especially social studies. I bet she knocks it out of the park. Akko's learning about World War II, and she's like, this shit does not slap. This is not okay. I can't believe this.
Yeah, it's easy to remember because it's so anti-cute.
Hitler was not.
Maybe
cute.
she starts seeing the tanks is cute. I guess you're like.
What's this tank
They
called?
put stickers on this cute. On this, well, actually, 'cause they a lot of soldiers they do decorate their equipment and whatnot. So I was like,
bro, yeah, we have this weird fucking dystopian shit now where people will soldiers with guns with little fucking anime keychains hanging off of them, murdering your family.
I mean, yeah, back then they had those hot women on the side of the planes. So, yeah,
and now I
we
have
got our
my
anime
real
women.
hot women. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Me.
And that was degenerate Western art. This is degenerate Japanese art.
Me, part of the American military, on the mission to kidnap Nicolas Maduro with my plane with Akko on the side of it.
Oh my fuck! Yeah, can you imagine getting that Twitter tweet and seeing that on the fucking. Or seeing it gets revealed that some asshole in Discord revealed their
Nakamura has to come out and disavow the U.S. military.
Yeah, they get in court martial because they revealed the inside of the cockpit and you can see in the background there's a little Akko keychain hanging off the steering wheel. And it's whoa!
Oh my god!
You're one of the girlfriend's fan too,
dude. The guy that killed Osama bin Laden's 100 Girlfriends fan. Do you remember when one of the guys on the fucking SEAL team that killed Osama bin Laden had a crash out on Twitter?
No,
We've
I
talked
don't
about this
remember that.
before, where he was like, it was some classic, colored-haired leftist on Twitter saying some shit to him, and he was like, "In a world that made sense, you'd be my concubine or something."
Oh, that's what the okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was like one of the guys who killed Osama bin Laden, and he was like,
Wow.
"I'd be fucking you because you're such a beta and I'm an alpha," and I was like, "Huh, good to know that we're
And
sending
to be
our
clear,
best
the
and
person he's
brightest."
talking about is like not just male, but they were like a minor. So it was some real.
You remember
Spartan
this
type
story,
shit,
right?
I
I'm not
guess.
making this up. That was
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, I didn't recognize the identifying details he gave. But yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know the guy was he was on SEAL Team 6. That makes
Pretty
it even
sure.
more
I'll triple check
crazy.
that, but yeah, I'll triple check that after
A
the
real
video.
fall from grace? Question mark? Questionable grace?
You know, Twitter makes fools of
yeah,
us all.
Twitter makes fool. yeah, you already beat me to it.
But anyway, no, I in summary, I would not view this as Akko being stupid. Rather, because I can speak from full experience that I had incredible grades in everything but math. Like, my grades were like A,
Math
A,
is-
B,
yeah,
B,
it's a
A,
different beast.
yeah, and then math. Yeah, so I actually...
Hell, even I was not great at math. I had to go through like a fucking training arc where I like did flashcards for like a month and a half just to get decent at math.
Oh, yeah. And to me, it's
As
actually...
a high schooler, like
wow.
I think it was a junior or senior. I literally, because my ACT math was like literally like sub 20. I was like, that's that guy that will not stand. And I managed to get it from like 18 to 24. So that was
Oh, right. I think mine was
That was
actually
big for
around
me.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so to me, this actually makes her even cuter of a character because it just paints a picture of someone who's like, fuck, I hate math so much.
And wow, the people out here are treating not being academically smart as the same things as not being smart. Like come on now, I thought we learned that there's multiple types of intelligence. Over here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, I think because, like, one of our big agenda, like, talking points here on Chaos Squared is that Akko is a very emotionally intelligent person. I really enjoy the fact that, despite the fact that she talks like someone who you would perceive to be not intelligent, she actually comes off as quite intelligent. So I think that when people saw this, initially they were like, fuck, does that disprove that? And I'm like, no. It's just math, man.
Yeah. She's like all those galleries and all the recent anime coming out where like they are a gallery, but they have some other, redeeming quality about them or whatever. It's like
Redeeming quality, as if
yeah,
being a
I
Gyaru
was,
is
yeah,
like
I was
terrible.
like redeeming is not the word to use for that, but whatever.
They
we're
may
moving
be
on.
Gyarus, but I guess they can be functioning members of society.
Like I mean, realistically, the way a lot of these romance animes come out nowadays, gallery is the redeeming quality, and the other thing is just like, oh, yeah, we're throwing out there to make them more marketable, I guess. Like
I don't know
that's
why.
a little quirk to pull them in.
Something that just came to my head. You know how we have like all these like, oh, the very first, woman elected to Senate, very first, Asian guy elected to Senate. I want like in Japan, like we got our first Gyaru member of parliament.
Oh my god. I mean, honestly, yeah, that would probably be that would probably indicative of some
The generational
massive-
shifts in Japan.
yes, some massive progressive shift.
Oh my god, there's a Gyaru and she's like doing like an epic like stump speech against the new like prime minister or whatever. She's like, this bitch is whack. She is super cringe. Her little mascots aren't even that cute.
Yeah, she pretends like she sleeps for like 4 hours a day and then does like all this work. Like girl, don't even pretend.
Why? I hate that. Why does that? I just realized that like Trump kind of talks like a Gyaru. He's like,
oh my
Sleepy
god. Well, yeah,
Joe.
People have been. I mean, bro,
he
people
talks
have
like
been
a
saying it for
Valley
years.
girl. Is that what people say?
Yeah. Well, maybe it's like Trump is a diva. Like he is the diva. In another world, he would have been, like on like freaking.
I think you did say that, right? Like if Trump transitioned and just was like a sassy woman, he would have been. This is going to be the story.
Yeah.
Whereas people were like, if Hitler just painted his paintings, he'd be a happy guy.
Yes.
If Trump transitioned, we would have saved ourselves so
Or
much
like
trouble.
like he was on like I forget the name of that show, but it has like the.
believe
Is
you.
the word transvestite? That's still like safe. Like
I mean, if you're
Like,
quoting something
the
and
show-
you're not saying it from your heart, I think it's fine.
yeah. Like I can't remember the name of the show, but like they had these men and presumably some male-bodied people who were doing like drag queen type stuff. I can't remember. But Trump would have loved being on that show and just being a diva.
I
and
feel so pretty.
not yes.
Fantastic.
And
All right.
yeah, I mean, he'd be getting fights with the other divas, and he'd be like, "Oh my god, what did Trump say about contestant number 3?" And he's like,
Trump had so much fun doing reality TV. He should have just stuck with that and not ruined
Yes,
the
please.
entire world.
"I want to live in that world."
All right, Momoji and Mai, rather.
Or Momoha and
Oh,
Mai.
god damn it. Too many M names. Chill out. All right. Yeah.
All the M's. Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
just.
obligatory. It should have been me, not her. Not obligatory. The girls really should just start fucking each other already.
And now a dramatic reading of Momoha's dialogue from Red. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the grabby big shish. Gotcha. What you gonna do?
Yeah, then Mai's like, ugh, this again. Stop getting in my way while I'm trying to clean.
So confirmed,
The
right?
girl
Because-
is not even.
Oh, sorry. Good.
She's having a Momiji Rana moment.
I think
over
that's
here.
why I said Momiji on accident when my brain
Yeah.
went there.
Oh, God, yeah, honestly, yeah. This is just what's happening to Rana all the time.
We didn't mention it in the actual chapter review, but her fucking like latched onto her as she was like walking
Yeah.
away. Holy shit.
She wasn't even walking away. She was doing like the classic, on all fours Instalas meme, and then Momiji's just like literally like doggy styling her basically.
Yeah, I mean, all roads lead to ball slapping doggy style sex.
Yeah.
That's where this friendship's leading, Reyes. I hate to break that to you.
Yeah, true.
You know, at the
But
very
no, I
end.
mean, I just said like these girls need to start fucking already. Like it's getting geary baiting almost. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to slander Nakamura, but it's like
Thank God women can't have blue balls, man. I mean, they'd be in some serious trouble right now, like health wise.
I mean I don't know. I've heard stories like they can get blue ball, they can get blue
Waffle.
clam. Yeah, no.
The true generational divide. Are there some young people
Yeah.
that don't know what that is? I wonder.
I'm sure they're like,
Don't
what's so
Google it.
what's so bad with blue waffles? Like, I mean, that sounds weird, but what's wrong with it? Yeah,
Listen,
you want to be traumatized. Hey,
if you want, goatsy, blue waffle,
2 girls,
lemon
one cup.
party, I believe is one. That's just a bunch of old people
Yeah, I think I've
fucking.
heard that
you
one,
know.
yeah. Wow, yeah, it's a horror.
Well, you know how people gasp, old people fucking. Anyway, I'm just thinking of things that people would just tell people to Google.
Yeah, it's like
This does confirm though, because in the Lovelyland chapter, Momoha made note that like, oh, you've grown so much. So yeah, just within the time that they've known each other in the family, apparently Mai's tits have gotten bigger. So that's
I mean,
confirmed
maybe it's
growth.
all the groping, huh?
Yeah,
Momoha is getting some lessons from Momiji, I guess, in the background.
fantastic. I'm happy for her. Oh, and then let me see. Oh, yes. And then we had of course we had May. This is cool to get this expounded upon because that was one of the cooler like character growth moments in Lovelyland was May being willing to tease Ira. So now it's like, yeah, of course. So to May's mind, teasing is like kissing is kind of teasing because that's what she grew up.
Yeah, we
seeing.
got the this explains so much page right here. I mean, it's like just imagining how warped May's understanding of human intimacy must be because of all this.
Literally, bro. We saw. I mean, as a couple chapters ago, where she didn't know how babies were made.
Insane. I mean, that wasn't useful knowledge to help serve the Hanzo, so I didn't learn it.
I'm really hoping for more table corner masturbation references from May.
Yeah.
I'd like just like
Yeah,
someone's
whenever
having
whenever I'm just having a rare rough day, I just need to work it out of my system.
I just need to find a good
the
table corner.
Yeah.
So I won't name.
It's like a survival experiment. Like, we need to find a good like dry tree, for the firewood. We got I know exactly the perfect type of table corners. They can't be too sharp. That's
of
that's
course.
no good.
It's
if they're not if they're too round, then you can't really get a good like.
May would build a table designed for the sole function of masturbating on it.
Oh my Lord,
Like it's like look at the she's like selling it. Like she's like look at the perfectly rounded edges, polished so that there'll be no wear and tear. Totally waterproof, as you can imagine.
You got that varnish, that safe what's a human safe varnish,
I took 3D scans of my mistress's pussy and I molded them around the edges of the table, so it's a perfect fit.
to make sure. There's a scientifically accurate fit to within a nanometer.
Well, I was gonna say I used to know a guy who, no name dropping, obviously, because this is a little embarrassing for him. But I used to know a guy who, like, you learn a certain way to masturbate, but unless you like look into it, you don't kind of like efficientize that process. So I knew a guy who, like, still like pretty oldish, like into childhood, was like masturbating by like humping a pillow. And I've heard this story multiple times from like multiple different people. I was lucky enough, as I've mentioned before, that my first sexual experience was a fellow friend of mine jerking me off, so I pretty much got the meta immediately of masturbation. Yeah, so like I knew this guy who just like humped a pillow, and I had to try to describe to him, like, all right, it's so much easier if you do this.
Like sorry, your description's not working. You have to show me it. Give me a practical
there was
demonstration.
one different guy. It was one of the guys in our Discord back in the day. He's not there anymore. Who we were like sending like gifs of guys masturbating to him, like for the visual.
Yeah, not to him, but like the
In the
like,
NSFW
the way you said that. No, the way you phrased that. It's kind of like it's like some real. Let's eat, grandma. Let's eat, grandma type shit.
Yes,
We're sending to him.
all that
Or
I
you guys
bring
were
this
sending
up
to him.
because May. I have a feeling that May probably only knows masturbation as table adjacent.
And then someone have to show her the 2-finger technique.
Yeah, I had no idea. It seemed like a very inefficient process. I have to get a table every time.
And now I can reach inside. Oh my lord! I
Wow,
can get this.
such worlds I've never explored.
Like, May, have you ever heard of this thing called the G spot? And it's like, oh my lord, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she'll be seeing stars. Yeah. Open your eyes. But yeah.
But yeah, we had this Momaha art that we had already seen. This was in front of her chapter, actually. I remember. Very, very beautiful. Let's film another commercial together.
Yeah. Well, the obligatory should have been me, not him. Lots of obligatory phrases in this volume extra.
Well, imagine this. Right, something that needs to be remembered about this moment is that she's in front of her parents still, I assume. I mean, maybe this is like...
No, this is a tent.
Oh, you're right. You're right. So this is like later in the
like
day.
a moment after. Yeah. Basically, she's like I just being horny again.
She really does have it's a very adult woman bra she's wearing.
Yes.
Well then,
lace and trim.
Now that I know that this is not in front of her parents, you're right. Rentaro has no excuse. He should have fucking motorboated.
Yeah. A little bit. No excuse. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Fucking Kishika milk bath bomb. I don't really.
Yeah.
Is it literally just that she's having a bath with like milk infused something or other, and it make that sent her into baby mode? Because like that's levels of flanderization.
What a life this woman must lead. But yeah, I mean, like, when I scrolled to this page, like, there was a glorious like nanosecond where I thought I was seeing some like, I don't know, like uncensored nips or something like that.
Oh,
but then I was like, well, I mean,
like that one chapter where the Spanish translation fucking slapped areola on her.
Insane. Really wild out there.
You're right though. Not
brother starving out there.
Not a whole lot to talk about. The back panel or the back of the volume is really cute because they're like high-fiving, I think. Have you seen this?
Like, good job, girls.
Well, it's super cute because like usually these backs of these volumes, I actually have a couple right here. The backs of these volumes,
they start doing this. Like, I'm liking these like little follow-ups to the cover scene they would start doing. Like, were they? Because I mean, I know they did with Saki and them. Were they doing that like prior to them, or is it like a new thing?
I don't think so, but that is kind of cute, right? The idea that they're like posing for a thing and then Rentaro comes in and you guys did great. Yeah. Normally, there's a lot of them that look like they're like blowing him. I'll be honest. Like to the point where like there were some that I was like nervous to buy in store because like it literally like they're at his like crotch.
Yeah, okay. Like the cashier gives you the look. Okay. I see
100 girlfriends. Suspicious blowjob looking art on the back.
Yeah.
Let's see how it is.
But also, it's really Nakamura's like I guess commentary on the back is like this is very funny because it's like he's like not enough of you motherfuckers are reading my spinoff, so I will directly direct you to it. Like I like the juxtaposition to like like to Nozawa, it's like, yeah, I gave birth.
I gave birth. Yeah, we talked about this, I think. I can't remember if we talked about this in the other video, but I really like Nozawa's comment here because it is so real to like the lack of control one has over their brain is so frustrating because like I have the same thing where like I'll get so much joy out of something and now like when I get joy out of something, my first thought is like, well, what if I stop liking this one day? It's like, I don't know. So like I totally understand the concern of like birth really does a number on your body, on your brain chemistry. Yep. Am I going to give birth and then my brain's going to switch to like, the only thing that matters is taking care of my child. I must quit this series, you know? It's super, super reassuring and nice to hear that she's like, no, I still fucking love it. You know, I was worried giving birth would make me stop loving drawing cute girls. If anything, I want to draw more cute girls and I want to draw them giving birth. I'm that's me. I said that. I embellished a little.
Well, I mean, he did. I mean, yeah, they did have. You know, I mean, this is around the time, but May was like, everyone, please have baby making like sweaty, sloppy baby making sex with Rintaro stat right now in this field.
Oh my God, please. All roads lead to birth. I'll say.
I mean, yeah, true.
You know, I mean, where else could this possibly be?
More like all roads start with birth. All roads lead to death, I guess. Painfully literal reading or whatever. Like,
yes. Okay, let's talk about Nano's parents fucking, because both you and I are very hungry, and I've been surviving off of like a couple nuts and a granola bar for like 6 hours.
Like a squirrel.
Yeah. This one was okay. So this spinoff is probably the best one in the whole goddamn series. So this
answers got some like we answer some meaningful questions. I get to see some meaningful like relationship shit. Like I mean I'll admit it. Like Nakamura for depicting the development of the love and relationship between these two incredibly robotic and emotionless individuals with such skill and subtlety. You are the GOAT. Like I mean, like bro, he didn't even have Nozawa's sublime art to carry it. He did this shit himself.
Yes. I couldn't have worded it better. I completely agree. I wasn't initially going to take notes for this, and then I was like, I have to take notes. It's good.
Literally, like if you're playing the video game, slouch over, shit gets serious, lean forward type shit.
So
I will say he needs to work on his fucking side profiles. Jesus Christ! Like,
listen. He's not the artist. Okay, come on.
He's growing. But yes, that's, because I've seen him grow. I want to see him grow in these side profiles. Some of them look. Some of these, like, I'm thinking of page 5. This shit looks.
Well, he's got the Nozawa crutch, you know.
Bro got no ass.
Okay, but see, canonically, this is another one of those situations where you need to allow your brain to reach into the metasphere, right? So, like, we are seeing them like this, but how are the characters in universe seeing them, right?
Well, yeah, in universe, they look like regular humans, presumably.
Yeah, well, this is why I talk about this all the time, but, like, in Fire Force, when it's revealed that, like, the characters in Fire Force actually see themselves as anime characters, and, like, then they see a real human being, and they differentiate between what a real human being...
This story is fourth wall breaking up. It would be the case. You're like, hey, wait a minute, why is our art starting to look more like refined? It's like, well, because the artist has been drawing, because the writer has been drawing the art for so long that they actually started to improve meaningfully.
Wow.
Thank you, Nakamura.
Thank you, Nakamura. That'd be really putting the medal over your own neck meme. To have his characters be like, thank you, Nakamura. He's like, God damn it, he made me say that. I feel so violated. Let's see. So yes, not only is this is the best side story for multiple reasons, right? It's giving us brand new shit, right? So like up until now, he had to rinse through all of the characters that we'd already been introduced to, but now that he's past that, it's like, oh shit, we've never seen Nano's parents. The only time they've ever been mentioned.
Fucking years.
The only time that this man, AI Makuro, has ever been mentioned in the whole goddamn series is when...
Micro. But yeah, just to...
Really? That's so funny.
Yes, Micro.
Okay, what's the fucking pun with his mom, or with her mom then?
Her mom, Nana's mom is like, wait, what is his name again? Let me see. It's Pico, like as in like it's like nanosecond, microsecond, picosecond, so that type of shit.
Anyway, the only time this man's ever been mentioned in canon is when Nano got an extra fucking wiener from his lunch. Okay, which like what a mistake for them to make, by the way, given how robotic they are. They must have had one of their sex nights where they didn't sleep at all, and made their minds inefficient.
No matter how efficient a computer is, they will have one error.
That's true.
Error. It might be once every like billion cycles, but eventually that billion cycle will come around.
Nano probably went home that day and she told him of his error, and he was like, "This is unforgivable.
Yeah, I will not commit seppuku.
I'll never speak to you again, daughter." Anyway, so there's that, right? It's brand new stuff, but like as you said, I was actually on the edge of my seat because like this is such an interesting. He makes this love feel very believable. I like that it starts. This feels like a mainline chapter. This is the first of the spinoffs that feels like it could be a mainline chapter. Nakamura reminded me that he is the motherfucking writer of the series here.
He
so
is
like,
the GOAT.
Yes, we have two people who, through circumstances that aren't like actual love, they're just like, I want to get over this bullshit. Which, by the way, I like that they're both just canonically really fucking hot.
Yeah,
and they're
like,
so hot.
Bro was apparently a heartbreaker to all genders. Like,
yeah, dude, I love
got
the
guys
men.
be out here like being like, admittedly, if I were a girl, I'd also be fucking head over heels for him. But like, I'm not, because I'm a guy. But, like, come on, like.
Which, by the way, like the thing I said earlier about how Nakamura writes for the gays, come on,
right?
dude. Yeah. This is the line, okay? This is what you say when you're like, oh, I'm not gay or anything. Like, I mean, but bro, I'd date you if I was a chick, but I'm not gay. Okay? So no, really funny because, like this guy, he's not got much of a personality initially, right? I mean, so like it's got to be like purely A, respect for his work ethic, and B, how fucking hot he is. That's making people love him so much. But yeah, so you have both of these companies are like on the verge of failing because they're losing so many employees because they're like heartbroken by how hot these people are.
I'm sitting there being like, what kind of companies are these? They're recruiting all these like these bitchless babies who can't bear to work at a job just because they got turned down. I mean, yes, heartbreak is heartbreak, but damn, like.
I assume, knowing how Nakamura likes to write, that these two are just so comically hot that the idea is it like breaks your brain, like.
Yeah, I can't bear to live getting to see what I can't have every day.
Imagine being a man and getting a job here, and your boss is like making you question your sexuality.
Yeah, that's rough.
Oh, I can't work here. I'm having like fucking gay panic.
And I'm sure the women over at Pico's company are having similar issues. Like, oh my lord, boss is too fucking hot. Like, he's aware of freaking like a
wear a burqa now.
Yeah. Or else I will not be able to focus on my
There's
work.
an alternate universe where the solution these two came to was both of them wearing burqas.
Oh my lord, yeah.
Listen, clearly you can't be trusted to look at my form, so I'm gonna virtually call in to every meeting, and I'm gonna fucking use one of those like things where I'm like a VTuber, like I'm a little cat dancing around.
Yeah, it's the only way to make myself less attractive.
Yes. But yeah, so let me check my notes here. I put okay, first I put Illumi and Hisoka energy. So in Hunter x Hunter, I don't know if you know this.
Yeah, I did not know. I don't recognize Illumi's name. Yeah.
That's Killua's fuck ass brother with the needles.
Damn,
So-
he's got a fuck ass dad and a. Oh wait, no, you said Killua. Never mind.
Killua's whole family is fuck ass.
Yeah.
And he's got a fuck ass trans sister.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's real representation. Have them be assholes. Like that's how you know that the writer is like they're not worried about like what's the word, like
I wouldn't
they're
call...
not worried about.
You're right. I see what you're saying, and I agree with you. I just want to. I don't want to slander Alika.
Mm-hmm.
She's not like an asshole. She's just got many. There's like a demon hovering on her that could end the world.
Oh, okay.
So they have to like, and it has to do. It's like a demon that like basically slotted into her brain, and now is like an alternate personality of her. And if they don't like, if they're not careful, it could like fucking kill tens of thousands of people.
So it's like Asa from Chainsaw Man.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, and the weirdest. Yes, yeah, I agree, but I don't know. Yeah,
That arc is super interesting because like the thing that's attached to Killua's sister is like it's genie adjacent. It's basically just like it's a creature from a distant land. There's a lot of lore to get into it, but basically it like operates on like equivalent exchange wish making. So if you wish for something, you'll get it, but it will basically, like, let's say you wish for something from this creature, and depending on how much energy it creates or how much universal energy it creates to grant that wish, it will just start to kill people to compensate for that. And like it doesn't have to be there to kill people. Like it that a person could be miles away and they will just like twist like a fucking like washcloth and like just crunch
Wait,
and
what do
die.
you mean, like what Machina was doing to?
Yes, very similar, very similar.
Yeah.
And
Surprising, lot of Chainsaw Man. I mean, yeah.
keep in
Chainsaw
mind, Hunter
Man
x Hunter
does-
did all this first.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
arc
yeah,
I'm
Chainsaw
talking
Man
about
does
was like before
pull
Chainsaw Man even
from-
existed.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, not Tatsuki does pull from a lot of references
Yeah.
and inspiration. So
It wouldn't
surprise
surprise
me
me
there was
if
some-
Hunter x
yeah.
Hunter was some of his inspirations.
yeah.
But anyway, so the way it works, there's like a lot of rules to this, and one of the fucked up things is like if you made a wish, and like the thing is this isn't explained, it's just like a creature, right? So a lot of people do this on accident. If you make a wish on this thing, it'll start to kill the people like closest to you, and it goes through that succession. So like it'd kill your wife, your best friend, your best friend's best friend, anyone that like there was a thing with Gon where it was like if it does this thing for Gon, this thing that it's doing, it's probably going to kill like millions of people because it's like such an insurmountable wish, like unmovable object meeting an unstoppable force. And what they said was like it would start with like his best friends, and then it would go to like acquaintances, and then it would go to anyone he's ever known, and then it would go to people that he like passed on the street for like a second. So yeah, anyway, there's your that. One day we got to sit down and watch Hunter x Hunter. It's very good.
Yeah.
All right.
So okay, wait. So what was you were talking about Hisoka and?
Oh yes. I thank God you're here. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is why I can't do solo content, boys. I need Reyes. So Illumi and Hisoka in the newest arc got married, but
Okay.
but like
I mean, good for Hisoka. Yeah.
So
Question mark?
they got married for a very specific reason, and it was very similar to this, where they got married for like a different reason. So like Hisoka's whole thing is he loves challenge, he loves fighting strong people. Illumi is a very money driven person. Him and a lot of the Zoldycks, Killua's family, are like assassins for hire. They charge top rate because they're like the world's best assassins. So Hisoka was like, how can I pay you to try to kill me? How can I hire you to come after me? Because that's what I want. Because I get off to that shit. And then the solution they came to was they set up like a fund. They got married and they set up a fund where when Hisoka dies, Illumi gets all the money.
Wow.
And I think that's so funny that like they went to like a courthouse together basically. We're like they got married just for that. Yeah. I think the word he used was a prenub. I don't know what that means.
A prenup?
Yeah,
You ever heard prenups?
I've heard the
I mean,
word.
yeah,
I don't know what it
basically-
means.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's essentially that.
For
where it's like
context,
you
I
basically
can figure
agree.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah, you basically agree. Like, if we get like divorced or something like that, yeah, this is what goes. This is what goes to who. So there's
Perfect.
no messing.
Yeah. So they set up a
divorce
prenup.
Insane.
Which is amazing. So yeah, canonically those two are fucking married, which is like what gay representation.
You can't wait for the natural the inevitable relationship forming where they start doing domestic life together, and one day they realize that they're actually their fighting has gotten a little less violent. And
They
a little
definitely
more
have
intimate.
an energy. They've been working together for a long time. Yeah, I could see it, man. I could see it. But all that to say, it reminds me of this, right? What a fun. I mean, already, even if this wasn't 100 Girlfriends, even if this wasn't Nano's parents, this is like a really fun idea for a love story, and it's classic. I mean, I've seen stuff like this, not exactly like this, but like this before, where it's like, oh, we're getting to this relationship, but we don't like really love each other, but then it becomes actual love. That's like classic.
Yeah, it's like the trope is like something like I guess in this case it wouldn't be forced marriage, but like usually it's like something like loveless marriage or something that then becomes love marriage. But yeah, it's a classic romance trope all the time in like romance subreddit, I guess. I don't know. It's like,
Oh yeah, I mean, I think of the one that I think of. This is an old movie, but there was a Will Smith movie called Hitch, and he was like a love coach. He was like, I'm the best fucking love coach. I'm gonna teach you how to be lovey. And then it was like, oh, I can't remember what it was where he was like training her, like, here, like, oh, well, can we do like pretend dating so I can like learn or whatever? And then like through the pretend dating, they started to like actually
Yeah,
fall in love.
classic classic pretend dating. Do we even make shit like that anymore in at least America? Like I feel like I haven't seen a movie like that in ages.
No, I don't think so. But the last thing I've seen it in is the fucking dealing with the Mikadono siblings is a breeze. There's so much goddamn pretend dating in that series. It's pissing me off.
The Japanese love their pretend dating thing. Like I remember something like that happened in School Days, and it had a very predictable result. Yeah.
Well, the problem with Mikadono is a really good romance series, but they've long since passed the believability line for me, where it's like everyone involved should know that everyone else involved has feelings for each other, and they keep doing this thing where they're like dating without dating, where it's like, oh, I just like, I want to know what dating is like, but like I don't like you or anything, but you're just like kind of
that's
close.
their kink, that they're role playing.
I'm waiting for the like, I really need to know what fucking is like. I don't want to fuck you, but you
Yeah,
like
right.
a good practice fuck.
Practice marriage, practice baby, like.
Yeah. And when I'm like screaming and coming and squirting, like it's just practice. I'm not really coming off of your dick. It's just I'm trying to like get into the headspace of coming with someone's dick that I really actually love. Yes.
Yeah, wild.
Practice baby is epic. As a reminder, that's what I wanted G.I.'s character to be. I still wish that is still fire and sitting right there for you, Nakamura. Fucking a girl who's like so like, no, I don't really love him or anything. It just like keeps fucking progressing.
Yeah. And okay.
All right, I can feel it. Reyes needs to eat. We need to lock in and finish this.
Yeah, but I was trying to figure out a way to like segue back towards the content. Yeah,
I've got more. Classic Nakamura taking the joke further than I expected. I really like the two of us will be getting married. I didn't even know you were dating. No, we're not dating.
Peasy.
When did you guys get married? Just now. And like that, like I like this because like there's so many moments when in Nakamura's writing where I assume that the punchline is the two of us will getting married, and then they just keep pushing it, which is like very good.
Bro's got that rule of threes down.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like a freaking black belt in Taekwondo.
Following the handbook of writing over here.
Right.
But yeah, it's just super cute how this like progresses, right? Like, oh, actually, if you think about it, if we live together, I mean, like we can put more into our Roth IRAs.
Yes.
And like wow, and like what's cute about this too is it's a two birds one stone scenario. I put this here. I put it really is their own type of love. As much as he thought he was picking her just because she was most efficient, that is a trait that he finds very appealing and attractive, right? So there's like a double thing happening in his brain where he picked her because he's like, oh, you'd be perfect for this like thing I'm trying to do to get people off my back. But at the same time, that is its own form of love. He didn't think of it as love.
Yeah, I was like,
but it is love because he finds that very attractive in her, as does she.
Like the moment where he's like eating her sandwich. And
yes.
Well, it's exactly the same as my sandwich, but somehow it feels better. I'm like, well, obviously, since there's no love between them, it can't be that. Like, it must be just some instinctual response to receiving a meal from another member of the species. Releasing oxytocin for the purpose of establishing a social bond. Not love at all. Just the definition of love, but not actually love. It's like,
oh, so good. It really is sweet. It's someone who these two people are both people who have like grown up and like kind of swallowed that narrative of like all that matters is your career, climbing the social hierarchy, climbing the corporate hierarchy, and like all they cared about in life was that. And now they're just discovering like, okay, even though I didn't think I had any like emotional need for this, there is something really nice about this. Even for someone like me who wants to focus on work, having someone cut the burdens in half, having someone be at home so I'm not just like alone and I have someone to kind of bounce ideas off of. Like even for the most work-obsessed people, this has got to be nice to just have some companionship. You know what I mean? Like love isn't just, oh, it's fun to talk to you. Love is also, I'm happy that we're splitting the duties. You're a tag team partner
like,
in
I
my
can
life.
Depend on you and shit. Like,
yeah, I was handing it off to you. Did you have more to say or no?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you basically covered it. It's like you can depend on the person. You can like just commitment and shit like that. But yeah. I,
And
I,
then,
I, I, I was hoping I would have more to say. But
oh, sorry. I'm always trying to not. I know I cut you off a lot, so I was trying to not. Really
like half
cute.
half the time, I don't have anything to really
Tell
add,
the
but
audience that you like it when I cut you off. Tell them.
yeah,
Say
it
it.
saves me a lot of embarrassment.
I really like this moment here where someone as efficient brained as Nano's father, even he gives in a little bit to that like OG chivalry, right? Like it's super. It really is kind of cute to see her struggling and be like, well, I'm a man and I have greater muscle mass. That this is his way of being like, I'll carry that for you, milady. But like he can't. He doesn't have that within him to be like that.
He's like, I shall carry this for you, wife.
Oh yeah,
Or,
I have
"Thank
that in my
you, husband."
notes.
Yeah,
The
thank you, co-host. Please share their notes.
I really like how this whole wife, husband, even when they're fucking, dude, wife, husband.
Yeah, crazy.
No, it'd be inefficient for me to memorize your name. Who needs it?
When they, when they're orgasming and they're saying they're yelling, or I guess they're like talk yelling. They're like wife, husband.
Wife,
It's like,
wife.
I am
What?
ejaculating.
It's pretty. That's funny, but I do actually think that they probably do have the capacity to moan. Like I'm sure it's like not as intense as other people, but like like these faces that they make when they're aching, they're pretty like emotional, right? I mean, it almost breaks him out of that like very boring eyes that he has, the lifeless eyes. If you go down to when they're both horny, there's like a life in their eyes. There's light in their eyes.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
And
That horny light.
once again, Nakamura continues to be him and continues to be one of us with the main message of everything is sex. Sex is God's gift to us Homo sapiens. Please, bro, it fucking
It's like
it's
that.
amazing.
It's like that Foucault quote. Like everything's about sex except for sex, which is about power. But in this case, it's actually about love, not power.
Oh, it's amazing. So yeah, I really do very like mother and daughter. I'm sorry, like mother, like father, like daughter. Just like Nano when she couldn't fucking study and she had to fucking rub one out, and I choose to believe that happened off screen because writing pie wasn't working. I'll tell you what.
He was digging some other pie. If you know what I'm.
Oh, digging her fingers in the pie is crazy, bro. Anyway, so yeah, you have this cute moment where they think there's a fire, which, by the way, anyone who's lived in an apartment knows that this is a regular occurrence.
Yeah.
I can fucking attest when our neighbor left their fucking oven on and smoke was pluming out of their fucking apartment. We all had to fucking
I haven't had to evacuate for like fires, but in college there were several. There was like 2 times where like the pipes like burst and we had to like evacuate because of that. That was fun. Actually, we actually evacuated one time for a suspected fire, but I think it got sorted and we got to go back to sleep. But like that was
it's probably hard to sleep after that.
Yes.
I really like how literally they took the like. It's so cute that they're like, all right, both of us grab the most important thing here and then leave, and then they grab each other and they run out like that.
There's like a weird DBZ fusion dance. I was like,
I can't. I still can't get over. I'm sorry. Do you have something to say?
I mean, I guess it was like I guess like sex is kind of a fusion dance too. Huh?
Absolutely,
Anyway,
it is. There's a plug and there's a socket.
Yeah, and you create a new form, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, but I really. Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah. But I think it's. Again, I can't get over how much their love works on like multiple angles, because on the one hand, I don't know, because they grab each other because they're the most important, and he even says like, why didn't I choose anything else with value or meaning, which is like great, because in his head, weirdly enough, he doesn't see her as with value, but clearly he does, right? Like there's like two wolves inside of him here, where like
his mind is not caught up with his heart, basically.
Aww. Because in his mind it's like, well, obviously like my work documents, my work computer, way more important from like a financial perspective and my future perspective. But like clearly he knows, and again there's the heart and the mind here, right? Both find her important. Like I said earlier, like she is having this companionship is helpful for their work too, right? It cuts down on what they need to do at home, which lets them rest more, which lets them focus on work even better. I imagine it's not something Nakamura went into, but I imagine their work efficiency went up after getting into this relationship.
They're no longer dealing with all these goofy ass coworkers who are like quitting because they're getting turned down.
Well, not even like that as a huge factor, but even beyond that, I think it like absolutely increased both of their like mental healths. You know what I mean? Which is something that these two probably don't pay attention to, but like it's happening whether they pay attention to it or not, right? Like this is something that made them happy. And now here you have two people that have probably never even considered fucking before. Case in point, what is happening to me, right?
Yeah.
Bro is bricked the fuck up and she is sloshing and they're like, what the fuck is this?
It's like I am experiencing a strange tumescence in my underpants. Like this is very bizarre.
And to go from that, why the actual, by the way, first implied fucking in the whole series, I think.
Yeah.
And then boom, Nana. Like they literally that night they conceived right there. Like
Very efficiently.
oh my god, boom, there she is. And I love this, like them staring at her. Like it's funny that they're thinking cute, but the like vibe of their faces is like, how did this happen?
Yeah, what have we done?
Oops. Yeah, and I mean, Nana is a very efficient child, as we all knew she would be.
Mm-hmm. Probably did have an efficient birth. I don't know.
Damn it, bro, Nakamura! If you were a real one, we would have seen it.
Yeah, we'll at least get some hint as to how efficient or not efficient it was.
Just like I want like the outside of the hospital, them like strolling in, and there's like a time
Right.
time code, right? Like them strolling in at 7 a.m., them strolling out with the baby 7:05.
And yeah, thank God our schedule. We are on schedule. We are on time. We can.
Now to go to work.
Yep.
5-minute birth is crazy, bro. Well, damn it. I wanted to make a comment, but like there's no way that Nano's dad would ever make this type of comment.
Okay, let's
I was just gonna
very
say,
out of character.
I mean,
line.
that shit's a slip and slide. Like, let's be honest. Efficiently lubricated.
He says it. Yeah, he says it in a very efficient way. Like
Yeah.
your
Yes,
your
please, Rams, this
vaginal
is your
canal. Let our child pass like a slip and slide with the grace and efficiency of a slip and slide. He's like,
Thank you.
thanks, husband.
Thank you, husband.
That's- yeah.
As did your
That's why I
cock
need to
and
hear.
ball. No, she wouldn't say cock. As did your penis
And testicles.
and testicles. Create the seed which traveled to my
No,
womb.
the semen.
I'm so bad at this.
Use all the yeah. When you're a writer, you got to make sure that you have the right terminology context. So,
You're
In this
right.
context, it's all scientific terms. The seminal fluids were passed through the urethral meatus into her fucking cervix.
My eggs were fertilized post haste. They didn't even have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, we made sure to only have sex on like my freaking ovulation day.
Oh yeah.
It was that's surely why I was so horny because it was the ovulation.
It couldn't be
and
that
the
I
pheromones
felt anything for you
were-
there or anything.
Yeah, the pheromones are causing you to also become a horny husband.
Apologies
And
for
for
that.
some reason we kept having sex throughout the pregnancy. Can't really explain that, but
Human beings are more efficient when they fall into routine. You know.
I mean, don't you know when you're apparently when you're like at if the baby hasn't if you're like at freaking full term and the baby hasn't come out, apparently semen can trigger the contractions.
Oh,
and
I'm
whatnot,
sure.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, they pulled that one out. I'm sure they did that just for the efficiency's sake. It's like.
Oh my
Like
god.
his husband, the baby is 1 hour, like 1 minute overdue. Please have sex with me now to induce the contractions. It's like,
Of course, wife.
say no more. Yeah, say no more, wife. I will
He can
proceed.
he can just like mind palace his boner into existence. Just like hold
Right.
up. Boom.
Over these 9 months of totally necessary fucking, I've learned the most efficient route to like erection formation.
This would be such a good like set of fics where it's just like Nano and
Right.
Nano's mom and dad's like sex life as they just continue to like make these like excuses to themselves on how their fucking is definitely like efficient.
Oh my lord.
Oh, now I wonder if they've like, because clearly whatever places they work, they like share like an office space, and they have like a hall where they walk by each other. Like I need like on their lunch breaks they like sneak to the bathroom and fuck like it'll I'm having a kind of slow like just mind
quickie.
day. Yeah.
Down like quickie down to the picosecond.
Yeah. We have exactly 29 minutes and 59 seconds to have sex.
And so that means we shouldn't like. So because of that, we're gonna make sure we spend every second having sex. There's no point ending it too early because that'd be inefficient.
So within a single second, he would nut in her, and then it would be like a second pass, and they're like walking out of the bathroom, like she's just perfectly like put on her pants and like fucking.
You don't want to let any spill because that'd be very inefficient.
That'd be inefficient. Yeah, I'll hold it all in.
It's not because I want to keep your seed in me or anything. Like,
oh,
it's like
so
a reminder
hot.
of you.
Oh God. All right. There is infinite possibilities for good fics in this series, man. Oh,
It is insane. It's like literal freaking like the Library of Babel type shit. But it's a library of 100 GFs.
if I do end up becoming like the writer that I want to be, I'm gonna look back at this series and be like, this really is like the perfect training wheels for a writer because there's just so many different characters to like draw from for whatever kind of story you want to make.
Yeah, honestly, it really is like a perfect playground for like just writers.
It
Kind
is.
of crazy what Nakamura's done.
All right, we got to wrap up here ish soon, so I'm going to say I really enjoy the fucking reaction shot that he's enjoying doing.
Yeah.
This fucking simplified with the doubling is just perfect. And ending on the family trip thing is super sweet. I did want to mention
the freaking V sign, I guess obligatory V sign.
From studying other people's vacation photos, it seems that this is the thing to do. I like that their thought bubbles are coming from their genitals. I know that it's I'm just saying that.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some culture out there that believes that the genitals are the seat of the consciousness, whatever.
They say thinking with your dick, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, something that I keyed in on was not because I'm always interested on how the girls talk about the Rentaro family to their families. And she specifically mentioned tragically, and Nano's not there yet. She's not there mentally yet. Some girls know that all of the girls are their lovers. Some girls think it's just Rentaro. It makes sense for Nano to just think it's Rentaro. But she says with my lover and my friends. It should just be with my lovers. Thank you very much.
Right.
And by the way, if any parents would be down and show with that, they'd be like, wow, how efficient. Our daughter has multiple lovers.
And that's literally what Nano said back when she was like, "Oh, you're bringing in more people, more efficient."
See, she hasn't realized that applies to her too. She sees them as all Rentaro's lovers, but they're also all your lovers too, Nano.
Yes, I mean now you get to be more efficient, Nano. You get to efficiently make more memories, more intense memories.
Yeah, think about it from the perspective of Nano's parents. They got a partner and it helped their life immensely with efficiency. So they would be like, wow, we got one partner and it helped us so much. Think of our daughter's got 37. Oh my, wow, she's going to be so efficient.
Some of them are like freaking world-renowned doctors and rich business tycoons.
That's really good for your future. You are dating Hahari Hanazono, the multi-billionaire.
Right. Like we worked with basically like the financial backer of our company. Great, amazing.
I never expected anything less of you, daughter. You're amazing, truly incredible.
Even more efficient than us. They start crying and start wiping their tears.
Our efficiencies combined in your room to create. That's beautiful, man. I love that. Really, genuinely.
Yeah, they are basically just clones of each other. Because I mean, that last panel really does prove it.
See, now this is interesting though, right? Because obviously we don't like the nature over nurture stuff, but with Nano it's still hard to say, right? Because she was clearly because she is a baby and okay, it's nature. I tried really hard to be like, maybe she was just raised like this.
Yeah, she was raised like this in the womb. Like,
oh yeah, bro.
Nano's mom was just having her listen to like Bach in one ear and Beethoven in the other in the womb.
Oh wow, you have headphones on your pregnant stomach. What are you having her listen to? The clicking of a metronome in perfect sync.
Yeah, pi, just digits of pi.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I am good. If you are good, I need to go do things. I think we probably broke a record like people expected. Let's see here.
Yeah.
3 hours 46 minutes. We did break. Our longest was 3.5. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that probably does mean that the Iku Rana chapter did not break the 3 hours. So it was more like everything came together to make it happen. But yeah,
it was like you said, right? Like when a chapter is really good, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a longer video. Because if a chapter is kind of good, kind of bad, they're really good, but I have some things that I wish happened, there's a lot more to talk about. Whereas most of the Iku Rana was just like, that was incredible, and here's me fucking just kind of like putting my deck
Gushing.
of cards on the table, like confirming what Nakamura is saying here, and
Yeah.
Final thoughts for you, my
Yeah,
friend?
So then, so yeah, without further ado, out to the camera, viewers, please consider liking this video, commenting under it, hyping it, as well as subscribing to this channel if you have not already.
Very efficient.
Yeah.
And if 2 people click the subscribe button at the exact same nanosecond, you will create a baby together.
You will become mate tied or whatever the fuck the like romance trope is, where it's like, yeah.
I watched a video recently. It was like all of the obscure rules of the Death Note that never came up in the like that was never relevant in the canon at all, basically. And like one of them I forgot was that if 2 people write, what was it? Was it if 2 people write the same name in the Death Note within 6 seconds, the death doesn't happen? Well, because there can be up to like
cancel each other out, yeah.
there can be up to like 6 Death Notes or something in the world at a time. And so like and the top comment of that video was the fact that you can like frame guard your fucking death.
Yeah, because if you could write your own name in there. As you say,
Yeah.
"Oh, you try to kill me, okay? Well, I'm gonna save myself, okay? And write
But
your
you'd
name in
have to
there, too.
time it perfectly. That's awesome.
Oh,
Anyway, goodbye everyone.
See ya.